Okay, if you guys can hear us, say EarthBound. You probably would say that anyway, though.
I get to finally reveal all the secrets that I've been needing to keep secret for months about Camp Fangamer.
Okay, people can hear us. Nice. I'm glad people can hear us. Maybe if you're having trouble, refresh maybe.
God, we haven't streamed in a week, haven't we?
No, I didn't have. I made it really easy. I didn't have to do so much editing or changing stuff.
Yeah.
It was still set to EarthBound Central.
We were too busy. Too busy preparing for this past weekend.
So for those of you who are watching Tomato CX, you guys can have a nice look at some of the commercials they used in Camp Fangamer.
Oh, is that coming up?
Yep, it's coming up right after this.
Is my favorite one on there?
Which one's that?
With eggs?
No.
Okay.
That wasn't in the big batch.
Next week.
Yeah, well, I'll try to find those.
I'm gonna get it directly from Evertrade.
Okay.
I have connections.
Okay. Yeah, I took it from the Fangamers and I was like, hey, can I use this? And Reed was like, I guess. So you guys get to have a little treat. Okay, I'm glad people can hear us. That's good.
It's hard to get a pin in when the cover is new, but it soon, forms well.
It's also hard to focus. So here we go. They even flipped it upside down. So it's ASS.
Oh. Oh my god, I never put that together.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Alright, I didn't see some of these.
Yeah, these are new to me.
It's time to stop struggling with paperwork or getting into fights with your accountant. There's a new way to do business. Introducing the CompuFront 90X. Fully loaded with a 16K memory and includes over 50 floppy diskettes. It's the only friend you'll ever need, no matter where you are. Do you need to do your business in the desert? The CompuFront 90X is there for you. Power cord mostly included. Developed by absolutely safe systems.
Here at Eagle Land Waterworks, we're committed to bringing you the safest water possible. Our strategic monopoly of Eagle Land's water supply has kept us at the top. Thousands of people rely on our patented radon removal filters that never break, and we intend to keep it that way. Also, we're really sorry for what happened. Eagle Land Waterworks is a subsidiary of P Corp.
Subsidiary of P Corp?
I think so.
Yeah. I really like the setup for this. It's great. I love this part.
Jobs. Hey. Oh no, that's some guy.
Yeah.
And yes, all of these have actual websites.
Yeah, but they actually
They're
made
real.
websites, yeah. And they were public way beforehand, so people
Yep.
could check them out and be like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And it'll get the P Corp thing going.
Yep.
We'll explain all that if you don't know what happened. So hello, Fred Strikers. Right now we just have a pre-show going, making sure that the stream is steady. Angelfire.com.
Yep. We made a site on Angel Fire.
Wow, I didn't know it was still around.
Yeah, we were surprised.
Overrun by crime, two men team up to fight back.
One's a hotshot family man with nothing to lose. The other is a pizza delivery boy working for tips.
Hey, it's the pizza dude.
Oh, great. Did you bring the extra cheese?
Freeze, scumbag.
Whoa, okay, hold the cheese.
You have the right to remain arrested.
Together they are the Pizza Patrol. Justice in 30 minutes or it's free. Fridays at 8 on PTV.
So hello everybody, it's Pomato CX, and we have just survived Camp Fangamer, and we're crazy enough that we're going to be streaming the next day.
Well, I don't want to forget anything. I have to like document it right
Seriously,
now.
that's actually kind of why I want to do it too. Alright, so today is going to be a little bit different than usual, so if this is your first time, it's going to seem a little strange. We usually will recap like the week's news of EarthBound news, and then share like the emails that people send in. And then we'll do Q&A with the chat, and then we'll play like a weird EarthBound game in some way, like a weird translation or a weird hack.
Can we get some images going here?
Yeah. But just this last weekend, something crazy happened. That crazy thing was called Camp Fangamer.
Yep.
And it was basically an EarthBound convention, like the first one of its kind.
On the surface, it was an EarthBound
Yes.
convention. It was actually, I can't even describe it.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So, you know, this was announced maybe like 6 months, even longer ago.
It was October.
October, yeah, so it's a pretty long time ago. It was really hard to explain what it was, so we're going to go over the whole event if you guys would like, from our perspective mostly.
Yeah, because
the
that's the only perspective we
The
have.
thing was so big and crazy that, I don't know, like a lot of people in the chat were at the event, so they could fill in for us.
And they were also probably watching too.
We're both hacking up stuff here.
Excuse our
Right. So we're going to discuss what Camp Fangamer was. We're going to share experiences with it, share pics and videos from the event, share inside stories, and then the usual stuff will go to next week, just because there's so much to cover. So if you were at Camp Fangamer, please feel free to share your thoughts in the chat.
And I'll try to keep up with the chat, but we might miss a lot of stuff.
All right. So let me bring up where is it? Here we go. Because there are so many things going on, I didn't have time to make like a slideshow in order or anything like that. So we're just gonna have pictures, just random pictures going back and forth of the event. So here we go. This is for the big part of it was a charity. It was like a charity event for Speaker Silence, and this is one of the things that they do to promote it, the Stitch. So yeah, so you guys can just enjoy the pictures as we discuss it. We're gonna be discussing things, and it won't match the picture.
Yeah.
But that's how crazy things were.
I found a talk boy.
Hi, Paul. I'm the father.
This is Peter McAllister, the father. I'd like an extra large room with a TV.
Oh my god. Well, I
You
better
know it
stop.
too well,
Yeah.
Right. So Camp Fangamer was conceived as a stretch goal for the You Are Now EarthBound Kickstarter back in October, and that stretch goal got hit, and they were like, okay, we're gonna do a convention, I guess.
Yep.
So this is the convention that happened just last weekend here in Tucson, Arizona. I don't know, somehow we were able to convince like almost 500 people to come to the middle of the desert in the middle of the summer and just be around other people like that, EarthBound fans.
Yep.
But people did it. It was pretty great. It was kind of my first real convention. I did an anime convention one time as a guest, but that was like 10 years ago. Right.
So Master Bastion says, so right now you guys are basically the neighbors that got a projector and we're showing off our vacation
Absolutely,
slides.
yeah. Except these are random slides. Okay, I kind of did want to have like a webcam of us down here because it would make more sense, but I don't even know where the webcam is.
Oh, I don't know where it is either.
Yeah. Okay. So I knew that this was being worked on, the Fangamer convention, Camp Fangamer, but because of the Bloodstained Kickstarter and other projects, they didn't really get started on it. Like the planning began last year.
The planning actually began, I'm gonna say March of 2013. 14, March of
Okay.
last year.
So you were just like seeing if it was possible.
We were, yeah, the pre-planning, I guess. When we went to the Hilton and Jeff and I had a meeting with them and said, hey, we are a local company in Tucson. We want to do a convention sometime. We don't know when. Would that be possible? So, yep.
So yeah, so it's been like a long time in the making.
Much longer
But
before the Kickstarter.
But
yeah.
most of the hard work happened like in the last 8 weeks.
Yes.
Mostly the last 4 weeks, I'd say though.
Yes.
So
Well-
like most Fangamer things, they're busy with other things, and then when they get to it, they put their whole soul and energy into it, and then they just lose all of their HP.
Oh my god, yeah.
They lose all of their PP. Okay, so I didn't really work on it in any capacity, but I don't know, So I live just down the street, so I'm like, I'm gonna go too. So I didn't know what to expect. So that Friday night, when people were coming in, flying in, we didn't need to get a room or anything, but so me and you, we walked through the parking lot. We walked into the front door, and I figured that maybe not a lot of people have arrived yet, but it's already packed.
Yeah, it was already open.
Yeah, it was already packed. A lot of people were going to and fro, and I think the first person I actually saw was Polis.
Flawless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a fellow Pomelo CXer.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called?
I don't
Pomelo
know.
CXers?
I don't know.
CX. And we had a nice chat. And then before I knew it, there was like a crowd just crowded around me.
Yep.
Right at the front of the hotel.
Because you wore your iconic red shirt with green tie, so
Yeah.
everyone knew who you were.
So the thing is that I don't like photos of myself just because I'm not photogenic. So that's kind of why if you try to find pictures of me online, and it'll be pretty hard. So even though people didn't know what I looked like, just the fact that I wore a red shirt and a green tie, they immediately like tomato. So that was really great. I met a lot of EarthBound fans right out, stepping right into the hotel.
in the lobby,
Yes, right there. Not even like it was like right there at the stairs.
by the stairs.
People were asking me, "Hey, could you sign this? Could you sign this? Could you do this? And thank you so much for all this stuff." And I wasn't even expecting that. I was just expecting to go to the ballroom,
Yeah.
just have fun, sit down,
But
listen to music.
That was your theme throughout the whole weekend. Anytime we tried to walk anywhere where there was anybody, you would get stopped for an autograph. Someone wanted to talk to you, this or that, and it's like, I'm so hungry.
Yeah, we had to wait like an hour or two
Yeah.
because of just me. You were getting stopped too.
Yeah, I was. Well, that was surprising. I got stopped before, like, I went there early to set things up. So people were coming down and, like, creeping around and, like, looking at what we were doing because we weren't technically open yet. So they were checking out, like, what we were setting up. And I was helping set up the Fangamer booth. And someone came up to me, asked me if I was Heidi Mandelen and would not look me in the eye, and he said, I'm such a fan of Pomelo CX, and I was like, oh, well, here, let me give you my business card. And it was like so endearing. I was like, I didn't think anybody who liked Pomelo CX would talk to me this weekend. Like, I kind of made the cards as a goof
Yeah.
and thinking nobody would really want these.
I ran
But
out.
yeah, you ran out, and I thought like maybe 5 people would know what we were talking about. But I had personally so many people come up to me and say, thank you so much for doing Pomelo CX. I loved Yokai Watch. I
Yeah.
loved it when you played Animal Crossing on Christmas. We look forward to that. And it's like,
Oh, there's a business card right
yeah,
there.
there's my business card.
We gave I think we made 100 of those, and I
Yeah.
ran out. I don't know about you, but
I have
did.
a couple left.
Okay, that's good.
But I didn't think I'd be famous.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh my god, how do people know me? I don't really post pictures of myself like all that often. Like only if something really cool happens. Like I took a picture of me with that rat pinata because that was awesome. But I was just so surprised.
So after I got bombarded at the stairs, I forget what I did. I think I just like walked around and checked out the place. Oh, so we also had Suite 33. We set that up.
Yeah.
Suite 33 is a game that Poe and I developed with the rest of Fangamer. And so we let people play it at in the arcade room. So we brought in our own computer and put our own monitor in there, and people could play it. I kind of wonder how many people played through it or played it. I wonder if anybody got to Tomato. If anybody who went there knows, let me know. And then I guess at some point I encountered Rue and Buck Fever or
Buck
Derek Rose. Rue of Clan of the Grey Wolf. and I just like ran into them. I'm like, whoa, you know.
Hey, Jeff Man is in here for a
Jeff's-
second.
Jeff, where are you? Are you in
He
Tucson?
said he can only pop in for a second, but it was nice meeting you
It
guys.
was nice
I
to-
bet he's in the Phoenix airport. Let me
Oh,
guess.
okay.
Are you?
Yeah.
There's the Stoic Club, by
Yeah.
the
So
way.
yeah. So okay. So at Fangamer, you have your usual convention stuff. You know, you'll have panels. There's like an arcade room. There's an arts and crafts stuff like that. But there's also what's called the EarthBound Bash, is what you were seeing right there, which is probably a 20-30 hour total show.
Yeah.
It was just a non-stop show, and it was amazing. And we'll get to that in detail. And the info desk, we turned into a hint desk there.
Hint booth, yeah.
Yeah, hint booth. That was pretty great. I don't know. I can't. There's so much to even talk about. I don't,
You've lost your train of thought.
Yeah. Okay. So I found Rue, and I was like, so they were in charge of the merchandise museum. So there was also a merchandise museum of all of the rare merchandise that you could possibly find Earthbound related, Mother Series related. All these different collectors pulled their stuff together and put it in this one room in these really fancy cases. It was amazing, and they played the museum music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was great, and I got a sneak peek at that. So they showed me around there, and then it was time to go to the bash.
Oh, look at that picture.
Yeah, we'll get
have
to-
to explain that later.
We'll get to that in a bit. Yes. Also, while we're here, I do want to say that one of the first people to, ask for my autograph and stuff was this nice kid. His name was Ben, and I don't know, he was really really enthusiastic, and I think he sort of butt in to get his autograph.
Yeah.
But it was really cool.
When you say
And-
kid, we
yeah,
mean we're
yeah.
serious. He was like 10.
Yeah, I'm terrible with ages and stuff like that. but
I
yeah.
think he was 10.
So-
This kid in the photo, that's not him.
Yeah, that's not him. Yeah. So anyway, Ben, he kind of like followed me around. It was really cool, and he followed me around, and he was always telling me all this stuff about everything. And I even played some games with him. I played Donkey Kong Country, and I was amazed. He knew everything. He knew all about like the workstations that they used to make the graphics in Donkey Kong Country, and like the processors, and like he was like, and it was used, the same processors and the workstations were used to do Jurassic Park's graphics and Terminator 2, and he was telling me about all this stuff about Super NES games. I was amazed because it sounds like he was straight out of the 90s. So anyway, we played through the first world of Donkey Kong Country, and I think he really enjoyed that, and I agreed to play more with him. But that was the first day. But the next 2 days, I was so busy with panels and stuff, I didn't get to go play anymore with him.
Yeah.
And even though like I would see him in the hallways and stuff like that, he'd be like, "Oh, Mado," and I would be like, "I'm sorry, I have to do an interview." But I never got to play with him anymore. So Ben, if you're watching, I'm sorry. Maybe someday, if we ever meet again, I'll play some more Donkey Kong Country or whatever, whatever you'd like. We got high CPU usage somehow. Not like anything's important is happening. Okay, so that's when the bash started. Around then, I think.
Well, the concert.
Yeah, the concert. Well, yeah.
Like
so
the opening concert,
so
not quite the bash.
So this is still Friday, and then like at 7:00, the concert started, and then the keynote started.
The keynote was the next day.
Was it? Crap.
Yep.
That's the problem. Like so much
Okay.
happened that I cannot remember
What are
everything.
you trying to do? Let me recap.
Okay,
I'm
so-
better at it.
All right, so it's that first night.
That first night, so there was a concert, and the Super Soul Brothers kicked it off from like 7 to 9, I want to say. And Friday, the day 0 of Camp Fangamer,
Yes.
was actually also my birthday. So I announced that on Twitter,
Yeah.
and so everybody who said hi to me, like, also told me happy birthday. A couple people gave me gifts. So that was really cool. I met Jeff's dad for the first time, who
Oh,
I
yeah.
like to call EarthBound.
I didn't get to see him.
He walked through the door and I was standing there and he looked at me. I knew he recognized me. I could see it in his eyes, and he's like, "Heidi?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, happy birthday." He gave me a hug, and it was like I was hugging my own dad. It was really strange.
Okay, yeah. So now I remember. I walked into the concert. It was like maybe almost finished, and as I walked in, almost immediately as I walked in, the band was going real loud.
Yeah.
Part of the ceiling fell onto the band,
Yeah.
literally. But they kept going. They kept
Yep.
going, and after the set was done, they held up the piece. They were like, "We rock so hard."
Yeah.
And then after that,
Oh,
Dan.
the Fangamer crew is watching from the office.
Oh crap! You guys should tell us what happened, because I don't know what happened.
Let us know if we forget anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you guys working there?
Sort of.
Okay.
We sort of work.
And then there's Dan. Dan was a great host.
Dan, if you're watching, oh my God, you did such a great
I think
job.
he's probably getting like a new throat installed.
Dan, I hope you're sleeping.
So anyway, as the concert was progressing, and I think they were streaming this even the concert. Suddenly, like power went out. Like it just went boom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so I think the stream cut out and all the microphones cut out. The wheel of obligation, which we haven't even discussed yet, went out.
Yeah.
Everything went out for like 20 minutes, but Dan kept it going, and the crowd kept it going. I think it was a pretty packed crowd. We had the whole hotel ballroom. So I should say this was all done in a hotel, a Hilton.
Yep.
It was really fancy and nice. Mm-hmm. And here's the stage. Oh, there's me.
That was when Pokey took over after the Mother 3
okay.
panel.
So I forget how that night ended. Do you remember how the concert ended?
No, because we were hungry and we went upstairs to get food.
Oh yeah. So the hunger monster attacked us, and we had to go. So we went upstairs to the hotel lounge.
Restaurant. Yeah.
And there was nobody there. That was so nice. We just went and hid from everybody, and I ate a burger.
Yeah, I ate a salad.
There you can see. I think that might be my first autograph I gave, and look how crazy it turned out. And there's the Mother 3 translation panel, which we'll talk
somebody
about
got
later.
a pick. Nice.
Yeah. So then we went and we had dinner, and then I think that was the end of that for us.
Mm-hmm. That night ended pretty early for us because I was somehow really dead tired.
Yeah. I know that there was more stuff that we should be talking about, but let's move on to the next day.
Okay.
So Saturday was actually the real first day.
Yes.
And we needed to get there like at 9 for some reason. Was it 9:30?
Well, because we needed to get there at 9 because I forget why, but the EarthBound bash started at 10. That's right. I didn't want to miss anything. I didn't want to miss this right here.
Yeah.
This.
Okay. So while we're doing all this, I did prep some pictures. So yeah. So here's
That was perfect timing.
So here is. So we forgot to talk about this. Well, let me turn this slideshow off. Okay. So one of the main attractions at the event was an arcade cabinet created by Jack Murphy and Kaigetsudo. Mm-hmm. And here we go. Here's people reacting to it.
Oh, my Vine.
It's a Vine, so it's going to repeat.
Yeah. Well, in order to save space on my camera, I just took Vines instead of actual videos.
So what they're doing is they're playing my randomizer, my EarthBound randomizer is being it was used for this. So you have all these different random hacks people would just play through, and people didn't know that was going to be the case.
Yeah.
They thought it was EarthBound, so they start playing, and then weird characters happen, weird enemies, and people loved it, and they were playing it all the way through. And I think people even played it so far, as a group, they got to Dusty Dunes Desert with all the random stuff.
Turn the Vine off. It's driving me crazy.
All right. So here is the ballroom.
Oh yeah, this was the concert the first night right here. That Chaos Theater sign. Holy crap. So yeah, here we go. Everybody in there. Oh, it's a Vine. So only 6 seconds and it loops.
Yeah, so it's called the Chaos Theater.
Yep.
They had all these cool props, and this was pretty cool too. A lot of you people might have seen this kid. I think it's one of Jeff's nephew.
I learned his name. His name is Dylan, and I don't know who he is.
But he was causing some trouble sometimes.
But it was adorable trouble.
I mean, he's got some moves. I can't do that. Look at that. I'm jealous of that kid. All right. So we wanted to rush to the
This
ballroom.
is day one.
Yeah,
yes.
so day one. We wanted to rush
to the ballroom.
Rush to the ballroom by 9:30.
And I told people you do not want to miss
Yes.
the opening. You do not want to miss it.
And the reason is this.
I filmed this, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be shaky because I was just
All right,
crying.
so I'm gonna turn us off. I'm gonna
Okay.
okay.
It is taking multiple tech group people to get it to work. Consider, if you will. A video as powerful as the roaring ocean.
Yeah, so that was the keynote speech, and we wanted to make sure that people saw that. It was really important that people saw that.
Was Toy really watching the stream at that
He
part?
he was.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah. All right, so let me bring back the slideshow.
I didn't know that. Oh man, I'm
And
so
he
happy.
tweeted it out, and all these Japanese Twitters and fans were really, really, really jealous of us for the first time, huh?
Good.
Now you know what it feels like, Japan. All right.
Yeah, so for anybody who missed it, we had somebody who missed it. There it was. I filmed it shaky cam style because Reed had just dedicated the whole bash to Iwata
Yeah.
and James.
Oh, there's the roof that fell.
Oh, yeah. So I had just been crying because we had a moment of silence.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah, I didn't want to share that on here, but so I should mention that pretty much the entire bash, all like 20, 30 hours of it, is on Twitch right now. I really hope that Fangamer will archive it permanently.
oh yes, I don't know how we're gonna do that, but we're gonna get on that.
But yeah, definitely need to do that and put it on YouTube. I think. Mm-hmm. I'll do that if you guys want me
Yes,
to do that.
if you
yeah.
want.
I need their.
You know how to break it up good.
So I need their
Good.
files, and then I also need all of their money.
Okay.
Okay.
We don't have any. We spent it all on Camp Fangamer.
All right. So after that, I think I had to rush to. So we're on Saturday. Okay. So, yeah. So I guess after a bunch of stuff happened, I had to rush to a panel. It was the history of EarthBound 0, and it was run by Derek Rose, Buckfever, and Rue Clan of the Grey Wolf.
Also, Joey. What his real name is Joey.
Yeah.
Something. That's why I like calling.
It has a D in it.
I like calling him Rue because I don't remember people's real
Yeah.
names.
Yeah, people don't remember my name, but they know Tomato. Oh, what is that?
That's the charging station.
Where was that?
It was in the lobby, and only some of them worked.
Oh.
And there's a couple switches you can turn on. One of them just makes a stoplight light up. Another one just shook the table.
Oh, that's what that was. Oh, see, I didn't see all this stuff.
Oh, well.
I was wondering why, when I saw like them making it, why it was just like a drill inside of it.
Oh, was there a drill in there?
Man, they thought of everything.
Yep.
See, there's all these details that I didn't get to appreciate because I was just running all over.
There's the food you didn't
Yeah,
finish.
so I'll explain that. But I didn't have time to really eat when I was doing my Mother 3 panel. I was like, food doesn't go in my nose; it should go in my mouth.
There's part of the merch museum.
Yeah.
Alex Ting.
Okay, so I had to rush to the EarthBound 0 or History of EarthBound 0 panel, and I was just in the audience, and it was a really nice panel, nice chill panel. I think it was the first panel ever at Camp Fangamer, and they explained it and everything. It was a lot of fun, and even though I was in the audience, like people would keep looking at me and asking me about EarthBound 0. It was funny, like even Derek and Rue
Yeah.
would, every time they would say something, then they would look at me
Really?
for like more. So in a way, I felt like a panelist.
Did you go up there?
I should have, yeah.
I missed that because I had to cover at the hemp booth. I was with Mustin during that time.
Okay, so what happened after that? I guess I went to watch more.
You went to another panel, didn't you?
So after 11 noon. The
PK Hack
All right, so
panel.
at noon was the PK Hack panel. Well, there's the EarthBound 0 panel as before I started. So the PK Hack panel was pretty amazing.
I missed that too.
Yeah, it was amazing, and I don't know if it got fully filmed. I think a couple people might have filmed it. I think Spiffage got some film. I met Spiffage, for those of you who are oldies.
I certainly recognize the name.
I met so many old StarMer.netters that I never thought I would ever meet. It was crazy. They were like, hey, I was sitting here behind you, and I am blank blank. And I'm like, what? Also, I should say, whenever people were asking me for autographs, I really wanted them to autograph my Techo back. That way, I'll have like a memory of everyone who I met. So that was always really nice. Like,
yeah, everybody was surprised when you wanted their autograph.
Yeah, I think I wanted it more than they wanted my.
Somebody wanted my autograph. She said I was really surprised because it was like an older lady, and I was like, "What, older people care about EarthBound enough to come to Camp Fangamer?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "You want my autograph?" She's like, "Yeah, you're Mrs. Tomato, right?" I'm like, yes, that's how I'm gonna sign
Mrs.
it.
Tomato. Oh, I'm doing my panel there.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have shaved.
You didn't have time.
I know, yeah. Okay, so the PK Hack panel, it was me, Jeff Man, Radiation, Tragic Manor, and Mr. Tennis. So there's 5 people up there.
Dang.
Yeah, it was a lot of people. I wasn't even supposed to really be in it, but I got, So I had the paper somewhere. But anyway, I basically explained like the history of how PK Hack started and hacking tools and stuff like that. Jeff Man explained some of the current things that are happening with his hacks, like Mother 1, 2, his stuff with that, and his Mother 3 stuff. Radiation talked about his Halloween hack. Mr. Tinda talked a little bit about Coil Snake. And then they brought up, man, I wish I had a picture of it. Darn it, the device.
I didn't even see the device.
All right, so Mr. Tinda and Tragic Manor, they created this like it's actual like a weird Super NES, and there's like a digital camera hooked up to it with some weird motherboards and wires and stuff. And basically, they showed off that if you take a picture using this camera, it can import that whatever you take a picture into EarthBound. So like if you take a picture of a toothpaste, thing, it will turn into a toothpaste item in the game. Or if you take a picture of what was something else, like a coffee cup, they took a picture of a coffee cup.
Wait, we got some Japanese in the chat.
Oh, I am Japanese. I'm very happy that you all enjoy Mother. I love it too.
Oh man.
So thank you, Suzu. Suzu-san.
Suzu-san. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. That's the extent of my Japanese.
That's not true. Shoot, where was I? Okay, yeah. So they showed off this device, and it was like had a camera attached to it, and they were taking pictures of like a coffee cup and a toothpaste. And just by accident, they accidentally took a picture of the crowd, of the audience.
Yeah.
And suddenly, like the game switched to Tucson, Arizona.
Yeah.
And then you're in front of a hotel, and you can walk into the hotel, and you can chat with all these people attending the EarthBound, Camp Fangamer. It was pretty crazy. And like there's like I think I was there. There was but you couldn't get in because there was like this cop in the way, like this guard.
Yeah.
And he was like, you don't have a ticket. Get out of here. So what they had to do was take a picture of the Camp Fangamer ticket or the badge, and then you can get access. And then once you did that, you can go further in, and you had to fight a kraken with some slippers, and you had to fight a cosplayer. It was pretty cool. It was pretty amazing.
Oh, we have an update from Dan. Back when we were talking about Itoy was watching the stream,
Yeah.
Dan says not only was Itoy watching, he said that Robert was perfect as Pokey.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's great.
So, did somebody tell him that? That's amazing.
Yeah. I really feel bad that I didn't get Robert's autograph.
Yeah.
So we haven't even explained that
Oh
yet.
my god, just go with your panel. Go.
All right. So my panel. So we're in the hotel and everything, right? Actually, that's perfect. Okay, so what happens is we're doing the panel and we're showing off the device, and so we get to the end of the hack, and like the game freezes, and we're like, oh, we're sorry, there's bugs in our device. It's a prototype and everything, and suddenly Pokey just comes out of the crowd.
Yep.
Pokey just like actual Pokey comes out of the crowd. And he's like, could I please buy this? And we're like, no, because it's a prototype. He's like, here, I'll buy it for $100. And we're like, no, because EarthBound is hooked up to it. EarthBound's more than that.
Yeah.
He's like, 1,000. And we're like, no, we really can't sell this. And then he just runs off with it. He takes the device, this like prototype device. He runs off with it, and I never see it again. So Pokey, okay, so the whole bash. We need to explain this part now.
Okay.
The whole Camp Fangamer. It was more than a convention. There's a whole storyline to it. So there's a storyline that was happening even before it began.
Yep. Camp Fangamer essentially was an alternate reality game.
Yeah.
And we didn't tell anybody about it. We just started making it happen. A week before the convention started, we released all these websites that Dan and Reed and Jeff had been working on really hard. We changed all the ads and banner ads in Starman.net to be P-Corp ads, so people could just discover it for themselves.
Okay, so let's explain P-Corp.
P-Corp is the Minch Foundation, and Pokey.
Basically, Pokey's company.
Pokey's company, Pokey's dad.
Yeah, his dad's.
They
sponsored the whole
They
thing.
sponsored the whole convention. I guess the story goes that during Camp Fangamer, they bought. No, during the Kickstarter, they purchased Camp Fangamer. I don't know. They paid for the whole thing. That was the story.
So as a result of that, throughout the bash part of this, they were Dan was contractually obligated to like do all these weird things like the Minch Awards, or I need some water. I'll get some water. So for every so often, like the Minch Foundation would butt in, and Pokey would come up there and be annoying and just insult people. And so there's
the PK Hack panel?
Yeah, that's a PK Hack panel. There I
Okay.
am. And the device, I can see it, but it's hard to see. Oh.
Oh, somebody put you there.
So throughout the whole hotel, Fangamer placed all these things like this. It was really great. So anyway, so Pokey ran off with the device, and so that's the start of the story. All right, so PK Hack panel's over. All right. After that was the Tinda announcement. So Mr. Tinda went to the bash, and he explained this new hack that he's working on. It's a real.
Oh, wait. We're getting quality options, so everybody refresh your stream.
So hello everybody on YouTube. This is the secret. If you're listening to this on YouTube, you get 1 tomato point.
Yep, I'm seeing
Yeah.
this.
So here's the hack. Here's when you're fighting the Kraken.
Oh, snap.
In the background is Camp Fangamer like that.
Dang, I'm so upset that I missed this panel after all.
I really hope somebody. And there's they even modified the drinking fountains. That's how detailed Fangamer was. Everyone panic.
So, okay, before you continue with, like, the order of events,
Yeah.
I want to talk about the ARG a little bit more.
Yes. Okay.
Because this is something that Jeff has been planning for months with various people. I don't know, but okay. So Camp Fangamer was basically under like the Minch Foundation's control. And are people still having trouble there?
No. Here,
Okay.
look.
What?
Marcus is in the chat.
Oh shoot,
So,
Marcus.
Hello, Marcus.
Dang, Marcus. Oh
So-
my gosh.
So those of you who don't know, EB Marcus is the head localization director of EarthBound, and he's currently in the chat.
Okay, man, I'm so glad we don't have a camera on because I disappeared for a few seconds. Okay, so Marcus, what was I saying? Picor? Marcus, I'm so upset that you couldn't be there. I wanted to tell you that a couple people asked about you, and because early on, like, we thought you were gonna make it. We understand that you couldn't make it, so we said no, you couldn't be there. And somebody had brought their legit EarthBound ruler
Yeah.
for you to sign, but can we get you to sign that eventually sometime for them? It was Buckfever who brought
Okay,
his
yeah.
EarthBound ruler.
So also, you were added into that hack that we were just talking about. Like if you walked into the Tucson hotel in the hack, you were one of the first people they would talk to.
I gotta calm down.
All
Too
right.
much is happening.
All right, so I'll continue with the events. Is
Go.
that okay?
No.
You want to do the ARG?
The ARG. Okay, so Camp Fangamer, the EarthBound Bash is controlled by the Minch Foundation, and basically Pokey did not like the way EarthBound portrayed him
Yes.
as the weak coward guy. So he kept coming in throughout the stream, butting in and saying, "This sucks. This I would change this. Like I need to do this." And like, guys, you're not doing it right. All right, it's time for my Minch Foundation awards with my lawyers. There's
Yeah.
like always lawyers
Yeah,
there.
he had tons of lawyers.
Yeah.
So I did like one of the facts that Pokey brought up is that why is Ness the hero? By the end of the game, you know, you've destroyed so many people. You've left like
Yeah.
litters of dead bodies or like just beat up people.
And they say
they're
you're a
tra-
hero.
Yeah.
And Pokey has a point.
Yeah, he doesn't do anything. He runs away. He doesn't go fighting people.
Yeah. So, and also the other part, or no, wait a minute. I don't know. But anyway, Pokey, he's always wrecking stuff
Yeah.
at the bash.
So that was sort of like the theme of the story. And then I think at one point, Pokey, I don't know, like I missed a whole lot of the bash, but at one point he fires Dan, the host.
Kevin
I
J, the
was
Mother
there.
3 petition, was that it? Go ahead.
He gets the band into debt, serious debt, so they have to sell their own equipment. He basically takes over, and at that point, like this down with P Corp movement starts at the entire hotel. There's like the signs up. Kevin Chai is running around doing a petition to imprison Pokey, and this is crazy. Like Pokey gets so angry at one point.
Hashtag down with P-Corp.
Yeah. So Pokey gets so angry and just upset with everybody at some point that he smashes the Wii U that they're playing EarthBound on the entire time. And it was actually
destroyed the Wii U.
Yeah, it was actually Charlie's great grandfather's Wii U.
You know, I expected that. I knew it was coming. Like, I knew it was going to happen. But when it did happen, the sound was so loud. And then everyone was like, like all at once, just.
I'm sad I wasn't there. I think I was doing something else.
No, we were there.
Was I?
Yeah, we were sitting on the ground.
Oh, that's
so
why I
we didn't
didn't
see
see
it.
it, yeah.
We just heard it.
Yeah, I didn't
we were
know.
like, oh, there it happened.
Oh,
Everybody get out.
Okay, so very quickly, at the lounge in the bar, everything was EarthBound themed, and that's the Nest Burger that I bought that first night. And there's a Burger Park there. Okay, so Pokey smashed the Wii U,
Yep.
and the EarthBound stream was basically done with. But Charlie saved the day because of that arcade cabinet. EarthBound was running on that too, so he continued from that. And we got to the end of the game.
Oh, thank you for following. Sparkle 2027. You got 41 tomato points.
Yeah, so Charlie managed to get to like the end of the game, and as the final battle was happening, Pokey emerged. The actual Pokey emerged in his spider mech.
There was an inflatable spider mech.
Yeah, so he emerged and he wanted to like battle everybody. So he's in that ball in the spider mech. So he just like detached the ball and just started rolling the ball at everyone in the crowd, and insulting them and trying to hit them. It was crazy. I don't. There's a much more detailed story than all of that. But
I don't even know the whole story.
Yeah, I was too busy with other things. So anyway, there was a story to everything. Oh, we didn't even talk about. Oh my god.
What?
Okay, so there was actually even more to this. So if you signed up at
The text messages.
So
By the way, there's Lil Pete and one of Pokey's lawyers.
Yes. So you could sign up for like a text message thing, like get text message notifications from P Corp.
P Corp, yeah.
Yeah, and every so often you get messages from Pokey. Oh man! And here's another thing I need to decide often too. So there was at late at night, I guess if you subscribe to it, you would get a special announcement, a special business opportunity announcement.
Thanks for stopping by, Marcus. Thank you for the happy birthday. We really hope we could see you again soon, and thank you so much for EarthBound. And oh my gosh, 20 years, and oh my God, can't fan you.
Yes, I hope to talk to you more in the future, and I hope to see you soon.
Okay,
where was I?
Saying?
Too much happened. Okay, so the text messages told some people to go find the happy box out at a certain coordinates at 3 in.
Yeah.
And if those are the people who went and did it, they were greeted with there were 10 gold-colored poops.
Yep.
In the box, and then you were instructed to take them to the merchandise museum, and if you did that, you could have a secret meeting with Pokey, and you'd get a special badge. I think that was
the
it.
Badge right there.
Yeah.
But somebody wrote down with on it.
So it was really hard to get that one. I don't know. Everything is crazy, and they even had like a phone number you could call. It was like the blue cultists.
Really? Oh yeah. It's on the pin.
Yes, we gave out pins with the phone number on it, and you could call it. And I'm getting tired talking about it.
Okay. Moving on. Should we just get prompts from? Whoa, who got this shot?
Somebody was leaving.
Oh.
Today.
Should we just take prompts from the photos?
We're missing a lot here. Okay, so there was a rock paper scissors tournament.
Yeah. Hosted by Kevin.
There were several tiers to it. Like semifinals and finals and stuff like that. And I think the finals they did on the stream. And I forget what the winning one was. Was it?
I can't even remember. Kevin Chai can let us know.
Yeah. So it's just crazy that they would actually do rock paper scissors on the stream.
And he was dressed as a Starman.
Yeah, with the referee thing. That was pretty cool. Okay, so let's list some of the other panels that happened. There was a Smash Brothers tournament.
And we missed the whole thing.
That was really big. Everyone was going to that.
Yeah, I heard so much noise every time a tournament was going on.
All right, so there was the history of EarthBound 0. There was a PK hack one. There was, I guess, kids could meet Little P and get their picture with Little P, which is the pig.
Yeah, we missed that. I missed that too.
There was a blue face painting. There was a blue only art contest. There was the XX Extra Day Pop Culture of EarthBound was a panel. There was a coloring contest, rock paper scissors. The Minch Foundation Awards happened. There was a gender and sexuality in the Mother Series panel, and that one was packed. I think
there were people
in the hallways
flooding out and standing outside. Yeah.
There's another rock paper scissors, another rock paper scissors, another one. I like the final one. It's called a rock paper scissors Nachos Bill Grande Championship. Then there was a meetup thing, but I don't know what that was about. It's called Are You a Starman? Do you know what that was?
No, that wasn't a meetup. That was a game.
Okay. Then there was the Fangamer EarthBound Handbook Sneak Peek panel.
Yeah.
And Poe and I were in on that one.
Accidentally on that one.
Yeah, so
because Dan and Audrey were supposed to host it, but Dan was still doing the EarthBound Bash, and we were like, uh-oh. So Audrey was in there, and I was like, come on, let's just go in there. And
well, I wanted to go anyway because Legends of Localization was going to be represented.
Yeah, and so you were going to be up there, and so Dan wasn't there, and I was like, okay, I'll just sit here until Dan gets here.
Yeah, we have Pomino CX, experience.
We got skills, I guess. I definitely feel like doing Pomado CX has given me, I don't know, I want to say hosting, broadcasting skills.
Oh, it's
a little bit.
leveled me up in new ways.
It ain't as good as Dan. I'm never gonna get to his
Oh
level.
no. He
But
should, I don't know why he's working at Fangamer. He should be doing this professionally.
you should, Dan, quit and then go get very famous.
Okay. So at this panel at the what was it? The Fangamer EarthBound Handbook sneak peek panel, we handed out samples of what the EarthBound Handbook is going to be like. And we also handed out just very quick and dirty samples of how the Legends of Localization EarthBound book is going to be.
By the way, that's one of the favorite pictures I took. Oops. Oh, look there. There was a sign outside that
Yeah.
I missed totally.
Minch Mansions.
Yeah.
There's all the stuff like that I missed. And then I talked a little bit about Legends of Localization and what I have planned for the book and stuff like that. And then Audrey explained how she was working on the book and the design choices that she made. She's really pulling from all this cool stuff from the 90s and stuff like that. And then Dan showed up and saved the day. And Mustin saved the day.
Yeah, Mustin came up. He was in the background the whole time, and I kept, trying to get him over here.
Oh, we're
but
having drinks.
Yeah, eventually Mustin came over.
So after that, what did we do? After that was the EarthBound Film Fest. But we went to go have drinks with Jamie and friends.
No. What we did first is we played the
Oh,
EarthBound
yes.
Zero
All right.
prototype cartridge.
All right, so what happened was after the handbook sneak peek, me, Poe, Derek Rose, and Rue. Rue is his full name.
Yeah, it was rude.
We played a previously unknown version of EarthBound Zero prototype, and
So
we actually know where this one came from, and we know how we got our hands on it.
Now, there were 2 copies of the EarthBound Zero prototypes in the Merch Museum. One was Rue's,
Yeah.
which he's made videos of before.
And everyone's seen that picture before.
And one was the one from
From
Should I
a
say?
friend. No, just a friend.
a friend.
Yeah. So,
And we know this is a for real, legit
yeah.
prototype.
Yeah, I've known about this one for actually a really long time, but
Yeah.
I didn't want to give any details out. So on Earthbound Central, I've always just said unknown copy currently at Nintendo. So that was at the Merch Museum, and it had actually never been played
That's
since.
what I wanted to say. You just said it.
Yeah, okay.
From
yeah,
Nintendo.
Yeah, yeah, it came
It's
from Nintendo.
One from Nintendo.
It had to have come
America.
from Nintendo, yeah. So it hadn't been played since. Do you want to give? Let's give the basic story.
Okay.
It was going to get thrown out, and they said, "Hey, you go look, see what you want."
No, I tell about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so our friend who worked at Nintendo, many years ago, he was told one day that, hey, there's a cubicle over here. Anything inside of it is gonna get thrown out at the end of the day. Go through it and see if there's anything you want to take. So he was going through like the drawers and everything, and in one of the drawers was the EarthBound Zero prototype cartridge, and he was like, he didn't tell anybody that he took it. He took it because otherwise it was going to get thrown away.
yeah.
But he didn't tell anyone at Nintendo what exactly he took.
Uh-oh. Reggie, if you're watching, if you're watching, I hope you are.
Yep.
Yep. So that's how. And then it's been many years since then, but we've known all about it all this time. So we finally got to play it. Like it had just been sitting at Nintendo for years and years and years. So we finally got to check it out, and we were excited to see how it might be different at all. So we plugged it into. We went into a corner of the arcade room where nobody was.
At the time,
At the
nobody
time,
was there.
yeah. At the time, there was nobody there, and then so we actually brought an NES, 2 NESs, to make sure that it would play for sure. And so we pop it into a top loader, and when we press the button as we're all taking snapshots.
Yeah, we were all taking pictures of it.
And we turn it on, and it turned out, it's EarthBound Zero.
Why did you post this picture?
Because that was like suddenly real life happened. Like that was last night after the bash. We went straight to Walmart to get toilet paper.
And then we went home and
Yeah.
went to bed.
Talk about culture shock.
Yeah. Anyway, the cartridge.
All right, so the cartridge, we turned it on, and it played the music just fine. All the graphics were fine, except there's it says presented by Nintendo, made by eToy, stuff like that, and then it goes to the title screen. That actually went a lot faster than we normally expected. So we were
There we were playing it right there.
we were really excited. We're like, oh, this is already different. But it got to the title screen, and the music would still play, but the controller wouldn't respond. And we're like, oh no! So we pull the cartridge out. Derek blows on it.
Yeah.
And Rue was just like, oh my god, he wanted to clean it with alcohol and everything.
Yeah, like no.
So we pop it back in, and it's all glitchy like NES games tend to be. So we try it again, we take it out, and I guess we clean it or whatever, and pop it back in, and it works fine. We play it for maybe like half an hour, and we're over analyzing everything. Like, is that different? Is this different? Is that
Did I
different?
push the A button? Is I
Yeah.
supposed to?
Did I check it when I should have? Was I supposed to hit it instead?
Mascot asked if there was a build date on the cartridge like the other one. I don't think.
I don't remember. I don't think so. There was stuff on it, but I don't know if we want to share that stuff.
Okay, well, yeah, there was text.
There was some text on it, but yeah. Cactus Cooler.
Oh, good. Somebody got it.
Yeah, I think people really, really like that.
Good. It's
Yeah.
delicious.
Get Cactus Cooler.
It's delicious.
Obey.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so we pop it in, and then for as best as we can tell, is the same as all the other known prototypes. But I would still like to dump it to find out maybe there's bits and bytes that are different. Maybe stuff is corrupted. Who knows? But just for fun, I would like to find out. So I asked on Twitter, and a lot of people responded with, "Do this and do that and do that." I think the cheapest option I'll have is $50. I might spring for it after all this house money.
So yeah, we still have the cartridge with us.
Oh, do we?
Yes.
Okay.
Put
Where is
into,
it?
In that box. It was put into our care. So if we can get something that can allow us to dump the ROM,
Yeah.
we will, and compare it to the other ROM dump of EarthBound 0.
And that's the dinner that we had another night. Okay, so that was really exciting. A lot of people were starting to come over into the corner and watch us play this EarthBound 0 prototype. It was like a historic moment, even though like nothing really came out of it. It was really fun and memorable. And after that, what happened?
After that, we had drinks with Jammy and a couple
Yes,
of his
yes.
friends and Kat Blackard from the Nerdy Show.
Yes, it was nice. I actually ordered, what was it? Mook's Hard Lemonade.
Thank you, Dan, for naming that one.
Yeah, I had
the best one.
I had to order it. It's just the greatest name.
It's also very delicious.
Yeah, it wasn't a hard lemonade, but it was something else
Yeah,
with
it
lemon
was.
in it.
I think Jamie said it sounded like a whiskey sour.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
I think Kevin Shot got through Spelunky or Splunker.
No, different game.
Yeah, yeah.
It's Spelunker.
Yeah. And then we had some drinks and just chatted. That was really nice.
That's from the unique business opportunity. That
Yeah.
for sure.
So this was like at 3:00.
Yeah.
People were up. How was Jeff awake at 3:00?
I don't. Jeff is superhuman. He's.
Yeah.
I don't think he's real.
We have to talk about this.
Little Miss Marshmallow.
She was a highlight of the cosplay. Like,
Yeah.
I think the Twitch, like every time they saw her, they like cheered or something like that.
And also, I saw Little Miss Marshmallow in regular clothing later on,
Yeah.
but she still had the wig and mask on, so that was so weird.
Did I get her autograph? She was appalled the day before. I hope I did.
Was she? I didn't start recognizing her until I saw her as Little Miss Marshmallow, and then I saw
I
her
hope I
everywhere.
did. Oh, I'm doing my translation panel there, which is day 2. Okay. So then after that we had drinks, and then okay, so the drinks happened. We chatted for a while, and then we went down to watch EarthBound Saga 5 premiere.
That's right. We saw a little bit of that.
Yeah. So EarthBound Saga, if you don't know, Jeff Benson and friends have been working on it since like 10 years ago. Actually, for like 30 years.
Oh,
20 years.
Technicolor, thank you for following. You got 28 tomato points.
There's the ballroom when you guys were prepping it.
That
out.
was from a couple weeks ago. So that's what the bash room looks like
Really?
with nothing in
I kind
it.
of think it was a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's the tech area.
That's a good like side by side shot there.
Yeah. So we watched EarthBound Saga 5, which has been in the works since 2008, and people were like, finally, and it was like an hour and a half long, right? Like it was feature film length.
Well, you know what? Jeff told me about this. The EarthBound Saga 5 that they started working on in 2008. None of that was what you saw last night.
Yeah.
All of that footage was scrapped because
Just things improved.
they improved so much.
Yeah.
So everything you saw last night was, from what I understand, was filmed last year.
Yeah. So I guess they did like a full feature film, and there's the cartridge.
There's us with the cartridge. There's me there and Rue.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing to meet Rue. It was just.
God, I meant to tweet that. Shoot. Well, I guess I will.
And there I am.
But we're bashing the Starman
I'm punching
thing.
something. I got some kind of power stance in there. I don't know I ever stood like that. So we watched maybe 20 minutes of EarthBound Saga 5. I didn't want to spoil the whole thing, but I really wanted to get the atmosphere of the crowd. It was really exciting to see that happen.
Yeah, we didn't see the whole thing because we were very tired at that point.
Yeah, so we had to go home and.
Those are the Pokemech legs, by the way.
Yeah, those are the mech legs. So what did we do that night when we came home? Well, you made gyoza, right? Or was that lunch?
That was lunch a couple days before. When we got home, actually, I went straight to bed. I don't know what you did. I actually didn't eat dinner at all.
We didn't eat?
No, I went to
Crap.
bed.
Okay. I must have eaten something. I don't know what.
The last food I ate was In-N-Out with Dan Bruno, and that was at 5.
Was that day 1?
That was day 1. That
All
was
right.
Saturday.
All right, so day 1 we actually caught up with Dan Bruno.
Yeah.
He flew out, and he's a regular in the chat. If you guys know Dan Bruno,
He might be still flying at the moment.
yeah.
Is that one of your blurry shots?
Yeah, that's actually from the PK Hack panel.
There's me there for a little
Yeah.
bit. That's before I left.
If there's a blurry picture, it's probably mine.
Did I say Starman? I'm sorry, King Darian. The Electrospector. Hey, cut me a break.
Yeah, so there was a scavenger hunt, and you do all these different tasks, and you can get different badges, and you have to try to collect all the 8 plus more.
We had 8 badges, which were the 8 sanctuaries, plus we had... Where'd our thingy go?
Our thingy?
Our slideshow there.
Oh, I think maybe there's just a blank picture.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's the scavenger hunt thing.
Yeah, that was me when I had to take over the hint booth for a little bit. You had to check people's scavenger hunt things, and if they got all of them right, they got the badge. So there was the 8 sanctuaries, there was Magicant, there was the secret Picor badge, and then a giant Gigas badge.
Yeah.
So I think 10 in all.
And the arcade room had weird
11.
things, like here's this Pico. I didn't get to play this Pico.
Sega Pico? I never got to
I've
play
never
it.
seen it, and it looked crazy, but I didn't have time to play things, so... and then, okay, so where were we?
I don't know.
We were coming home. Oh, yes, we went into In-N-Out with
Dan
Dan Bruno.
Bruno, yes.
We went to In-N-Out finally. So thanks for coming by, Dan Bruno. It was really good to talk with you. Oh, we didn't even talk about the other thing that happened that afternoon.
What?
So a guy from, I think, GameSpot, or his business card says CBS Interactive.
Oh, yeah.
So he kept trying to interview me all during the day 1, but
Yeah.
I was so busy running around doing things that I didn't have time right away. But eventually I was able to set aside some time.
Mm-hmm.
So Poe and I, we had this 40-minute interview, 50-minute interview with him.
He said it would be 10 minutes.
Yeah,
but
but-
they're never that short.
Yeah, especially not when we get in Pomeo CX mode.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's going to be it's not definitely not a video one, but it's going to be an audio one. And it was meant for originally it was meant for an audience that doesn't know games, and he was going to explain why this is such a big deal. I guess he writes about game culture and just culture in general.
Yeah. A couple people in the chat were also interviewed by him.
Nice. Okay, that's
The
great.
Yada and Mr. Scootman were interviewed.
Okay, cool. So we had an interview. We actually, because we were running around so much, we were getting tired, and we needed our own little break room. We rented
We had a hotel room.
We had a hotel room for 2 days, even though we just lived a few miles away, and that was where we would escape.
Yeah,
And then-
we went up there and did the interview in
Yeah.
there, so it wouldn't be too loud.
Yeah, and that was really great, and I look forward to that. But it went so long that the normal interview is probably going to go on whatever at some point. Didn't he say August, October?
Later this year.
Yeah, later this year.
I'll just say I don't know. I forgot.
But he said because we did so much other stuff that he'll probably cut up his own thing and share it sometime with all the extra content. So if you guys are EarthBound fans, which I hope you are if you're in here, you might like some of that other stuff. Anything else we're missing on day 1?
We had
you know
In and
what?
Out with Dan Bruno.
I forgot that I had this. This will help.
So that was Dan Bruno's first In and Out that he's ever been to.
So during the bash, there was a Runaway 5 concert.
That's right.
All right, and it was pretty great. And then at one point, the band is like, "Hey, let's play Pollyanna, but we need people to sing it." So a couple people go up there to sing it.
Yeah.
and they're going, and Poe was like,
Well,
I wanna sing.
I was singing the whole time,
Yeah.
but halfway through, I ran up on stage and sang
Yeah.
the rest of it. With
Yeah,
her.
so she ran up on stage and started singing, and I really liked how you were doing all these moves and stuff. It was really cool. And then after you ran up there, other people started running up there and started singing.
Yep.
And then after that, the Pokemon theme.
Yeah, I was starting to walk off, and Robbie was like, "Does anybody know Pokemon?" And then I ran back up there.
So as all of this is happening, Charlie is in the bash room. He's playing EarthBound, and the goal of the whole thing is to get through EarthBound, right, in 2 days. So every time we would get to a boss battle, we would pull out a pinata of that boss,
Yep.
and we would have people bash it.
Yep. We would smash it to pieces.
Yeah, and they were provided by P Corp. So when they got smashed, cheap stuff came out. What's some of the stuff that came out?
Paper cups, Q-tips, Christmas lights.
Yeah.
Empty
Oh, there's
candy
Charlie.
wrappers. There's Charlie right there. Empty candy wrappers. One of them was a bunch of burgers. The little stress burgers
Yeah.
that we had left over.
Yeah, and then so that was really fun. It was
Smile and Sphere, this is still day 1.
it's still day 1, yeah. It was really cool, but also terrifying to see people just rip those things apart.
I know, and that pinata thing was so close to the band, and it was
Yeah.
swinging around.
Yeah, one time it almost hit a chandelier.
It did hit a chandelier.
Oh, it did?
Yes.
Oh, crap. That would have been... It could have ended very badly.
Yeah, I'm so glad it didn't fall.
So there was also another panel, which was...
What's your favorite food?
Yeah, what's your favorite food? So it was like all the crazy foods that you have in EarthBound, you could sample. Like Libra, he bought all the stuff.
Yeah, Libra from Starman.net. I've been in contact with him to help him with his panel, and
Yeah.
he said, "Are there any like good Asian markets around Tucson?" And I was like, "Yo, well, let me hook you up." And I told him all of my favorite places, and he told me that really helped him. And, like, he liked Kimpo, that we like a lot, and we weren't able to make the panel because what were we doing? We were getting some food or drinks. I think that was when we were meeting with Jamie, and then we went to the EarthBound thing.
So yeah, the EarthBound Zero thing was happening at the time.
The EarthBound Zero thing was happening. That's right, because somebody came in and said, "Hey, there's free food across the hall," and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, there goes Libra's panel," but I don't want to leave the EarthBound
Yeah.
Zero thing.
Okay, so and then we had drinks, which is really nice. Here's all the names of the drinks. If I can pull it up, if it'll work. Oh, here we go. Sloshed Slot Brothers Margarita, Orange Kids Suporma Special, Mook's Hard Lemonade, Fourside Loco,
Fourside Loco.
Jackie's Cafe, Devil's Machine, Blue Drink, Arms Dealer Special, Mr. T, like, you know, is the tea drink, and Magic Cake on the Beach. So I wound up having a Mook's Hard Lemonade and a Magic Cake throughout both days.
Okay, that night ended for us after the EarthBound Saga 5 screening. We stayed for like the first 20 minutes before I said, "I have to go or I'm gonna fall asleep in this chair." And I hope we get to see. That was only the rough cut though. It's not quite finished. It's gonna be done. Jeff is shooting for, I think, autumn. He said October, but I'm just gonna say fall.
So I do want to point out that there was this really, really cute kid. He was dressed like Ness.
The little 10-month-old, and
Yeah.
his name is Ness.
His name is
for
literally
real.
Ness. Yeah, and the dad, he had me sign his hat. It had a couple other signatures on like the brim of the hat or something. I forget where it was, but the kid is named Ness Elliott Sheldon or something like that. So NES, but that's just, he told me that was on accident.
Yep.
So that's pretty crazy. All right. All right. So
That was the end of day 1.
day 1. We were like, this is crazy.
And I couldn't believe that I still had to muster up some energy for day 2. But I'm sure other people had it worse off than me, including Dan, who is probably still watching. Dan, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
I saw them tweeting today, like this morning. I just want to tell them, go to bed.
Go to bed!
Oh, there I am. I'm being shocked by the Starman there. So, like I mentioned, I met so many people on day 0 and day 1, and I did so many autographs, and I just chatted with so many people for so long, in just like random hallways, and it was so easy to talk with people. It was easy to relate with them and just chat about random things, about EarthBound, about just the bash, everything like that. It was a really great time, and people were always going, "Mado, tomato, Mado." So I would walk somewhere and I would just hear that constantly.
Mm-hmm.
So we came home that night, and you know how like when you're playing like Tetris or DDR or something like that, and you close your eyes at night and go into bed and you can see it.
Yep.
You know, I had that, but not visual. Instead, I had audio. I kept hearing Mado, tomato, and then I kept hearing this like con background sound. I've never had audio hallucinations like that. It was kind of creepy or spooky to go to sleep when hearing my name. But it was a really cool experience. Okay, so day 2. We had to kind of rush again.
Yeah, day 2, I wanted to get there like at a specific time because I knew the Kraken was happening, and I
Yeah.
knew what the Kraken was, and I was trying to get people hyped that you want to be in the bash room at this time to see the Kraken. Do you want to show the Kraken video, or should we?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting I have
Did
videos.
you cut down the video a little bit?
Yeah. All right, let's turn this off. So I got some videos. Let's see what else. I might have missed something. Oh, you want to do Runaway 5?
Okay, we'll do Runaway 5 first.
Here's the Runaway 5 show. So this is still from day one. They actually did, this is the beginning, they actually did actual. Oh crap, it was. So that was Paula calling for my help at night. So that was like the intro to the whole thing. It was much longer, and they had actual singing and I think actual harmonica going.
But anyway, day 2
Yes.
started day 2. This happened.
No,
well,
it
this
didn't
happened.
happen. So here, let's explain some other stuff that happened. 'Cause other stuff
Okay.
happened. Let's go sort of in order here.
Oh, I want to. Okay, I like the Kraken so much.
Alright, where is it? Here we go. Alright. So we, so day 2 starts and we go to the bash after signing a whole bunch of things. And I guess, I forget what happens, but at some point, Radiation is up there.
Oh right,
And he's
Undertale
stuff. And,
Yeah.
he does this great, like impromptu act. It was just, I loved it. And then after that, they did this really fun green screen thing. They brought up like people from the audience to do some green screen acting with them.
Yeah,
and,
and
that
the
was
video relaxants.
yes, and the
not green.
we didn't even
screen.
talk about that yet. So there's also a green screen set up behind stage there, and sometimes people would go back there and do green screen games. Kevin Chai was the first one in there. It was, if you remember Nick Arcade, it was something sort of that feeling into it.
Yeah.
So and then that happened. and
Yes,
then-
we do have the Kraken costume, by the way.
slideshow broke again for some reason. I think it's just a bad picture. Okay, there we go. So during also another part of the bash at this point, there was a trivia, like a trivia thing. I don't think you were there at this point. So there was like trivia, and they have like 5 people from the audience come
Oh,
up.
I was there.
Okay, so there are 5 people from the audience were picked to do trivia, and they bring them up on stage, and they ask them the question, and if they got the question wrong, they were forced to smash an EarthBound cartridge in
Yep.
front of everybody, and a couple did get smashed, and people were angry and shocked, and I think the Twitch probably blew up.
The Twitters were like, "Those better not be real. I hate you so much."
I saw a lot of swearing on Twitter.
So afterwards, when Dan revealed that they were fake cartridges, Picor tricked us.
Yeah.
I tweeted that out immediately so people would calm
Yeah.
the hell down.
But it was cool, and then people were smashing them in all these different ways, and people were taking them home with them. So there's probably gonna be smashed eBay or EarthBound cartridges. Okay, so shortly after that, Poe and I had a panel with Tragic Manor, and it was called EarthBound Abroad. But as we were waiting in the backstage, like we had to like be there 15 minutes early, we saw like a green screen. Like we saw a little bit of a green screen. I was like, I wonder what's happening over here.
Oh,
and there was a
yeah.
flying man was just dancing there. There was
Yeah.
a Tom
Bob Blender was the flying man,
Yeah.
and we were waiting to go start our panel, but Jeff ran up to me. He's like, "Hey, Heidi, you want to go dance with the flying man?" I was like, "All right."
Yeah.
So I went into the video relaxant and danced with the flying man for, God, it felt like forever. I was
was
so
long, yeah.
tired.
Yeah, into what was it,
Chemical Plant Zone.
Yeah, and I peeked my head in there just to have the Twitch people laugh.
Yeah.
I think people saw it.
I want to say that the Chemical Plant Zone song gives me PTSD because there's a point in the second level of that game where you can drown. You can, like, the water comes up and you can fall through and drown, and that scarred me so bad as a kid that the song is really good, but I don't like it because it reminds me of drowning. So I danced to that song because I was the EarthBound bash, so who cares?
So you said you would drown and then Flying Man would come save you?
Yeah. Oh, that's why I did a countdown at one point, and then I drowned, and then the flying man saved me because it was the Chemical Plant Zone.
Oh, thanks for following, non-Dean Master. Did I say it right? If I didn't, I'm sorry. So after that, we were about to start our panel, but then suddenly something crazy happened.
Yeah, Jeff. Like we were about to go up there, but Jeff was like, "Hey, the Kraken's in the
Oh,
hallway."
you gave it away.
Oh, well, whatever. The Kraken's in the hallway, but they don't know what it means. If they didn't see it, okay, we're about to show you the video.
So as Charlie was playing, this was perfectly timed. So Charlie was going to fight the Kraken.
No, I don't think so. I think he fought it the day before.
No, it was the right time.
Oh, was it? Oh yeah, this is the Kraken. Oh, I was wrong. I was wrong. Okay, I was corrected. That was perfectly timed.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
fought the Kraken as he was fighting the Kraken.
Yeah.
I wasn't watching the screen. I didn't know what was going on. I was just like, oh, the Kraken's here. I'm gonna film it.
So after the Kraken was defeated, I hope everyone got experience for defeating it, or some kind of prize. It was time for the EarthBound Abroad panel. So we were up there with Tragic Manor. It was really his panel. He did all the hard work.
Yeah.
But
He
I guess
gave us notes. I did homework that morning.
yeah. I read it like a few days beforehand, and then I totally forgot it.
I
So-
studied the day before.
Yeah,
the
so we
day of.
we did the panel. It was talking about like the international fans of EarthBound and like how they got into it first, which ones they liked the most. People were trying to get up at 3 o'clock, so there was their alarm.
Not me. That's not ours.
No. So we did a panel with him right up here on that couch there.
That's when they're smashing one of the fake Earthbound cartridges, by the way.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. Tragic Manor really impressed me with the amount of work he did. He did like a poll with like 1,000 fans to get the information, and he shared like the different localized trailers for EarthBound on Wii U into different languages. Oh, there's the broken Wii U after Pokey smashed it.
It was such a loud sound.
I think one of my favorite parts of that panel was actually a little bit unrelated to the panel. And when I got everyone in the audience to go Mother 3, Mother 3. Like I'm usually never that sort of guy who would ever do anything like that, but I was like, YOLO.
Basically, this whole weekend was YOLO.
Yeah, it really was. So that was great, and then I forget what happened. Wasn't there something like right after that we had to do?
Yeah, we had to go home and try to eat while we prepared for the Mother 3 panel.
Okay, so what happened was during the Tragic Manor panel, EarthBound Abroad panel, he was doing slides and stuff, and I wasn't told that we were able to do that. And just like a few hours before, we were told, hey, we can do a Mother 3 fan translation panel. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay. Well,
Hey, Aquas is here. He's
Aquas,
home.
you made it. Congratulations, Aquas. So he had done slides, and I didn't know how he did it. And we had maybe like an hour to coordinate everything. We had to go hunt down Jeff Man. We had to hunt down Chewie. Mm-hmm. Although Chewie was mostly figured it out.
Yeah.
So we rushed home. We had to eat somehow. And I had to...
I ate like 3 bites of rice. I wasn't hungry.
At first, I was just going to do like slides, kind of like how I do on my stream here, where it's just like, oh, thanks for following, Jordanicus124. Oh, you got Mr. Saturn there, and you got 26 tomato points. Oh, there you are.
There's
No
me.
wonder you weren't hungry. And there's Jessica. Shoot, what was I saying? Okay, yeah, so I was just going to do pictures, so I was getting all these pictures ready. And then I realized that's probably not going to work. And then I had to ask, hey, Tragic Manor, how did you do it? And he said, PowerPoint. And then I was like, oh, crap, I don't know how to do PowerPoint. So I had 20 minutes to learn how to do PowerPoint and come up with the panel, content.
Yeah.
And then I had to eat at the same time too, and I was also being stupid and tweeting about it at the same time, so it was pretty crazy. And we just rushed out of there, but I got it done, and we got back to the bash in time, and we had a Mother 3 panel. Mm-hmm. And I stood up there, and I presented stuff, and I had Chewie. Dan was a moderator, but I was up there, Chewie was up there, Jeff Man was up there, and Poe was up there, and we all discussed stuff. And I did a presentation standing up, like actual presenters
Like
do.
they teach you in school.
But like I said, I had never done a presentation since maybe like sophomore year of high school, so I was actually a little bit impressed that I was able to go up there and not be all shaky, and I didn't have butterflies in my stomach or anything like that. But I talked about the translation, the project, how it came to be. What happened to us afterwards, and just all kinds of interesting stuff like that. And then as we were ending, I guess Jeff or Charlie was defeating Electrospectre, so they brought out the Electrospectre pinata, and it was up to us to defeat it. So we didn't have any like implements to fight it with.
Yeah. Somebody gave me a plunger.
That was not going to work.
It was made out of cardboard. That was the only one that was super strong.
Yeah, they told us that after we were already hitting it, that this was the toughest, hardest one that they had.
Yep.
So there's no way we can hit it with our break it with our fists. So you can kind of see.
Mado has a scar from hitting the Electrospectre.
Yeah, I have 2
on
scars
his
on my
face.
knuckles from punching the Electrospectre, and Jeff Man says that his hand still hurts.
There's Buck Fever in the chat here
Oh.
now.
Are you still in Arizona? I'm taking a drink of water.
That picture right there was right before I talked to Simon Bob for the first time in person. He totally didn't recognize me. He stared at me for a few seconds. Because, like, I knew his name. I said, "Hey, Simon Bob." He's like, "Yeah." And then, like, he just stared at me. He looked at me, and he was like, "Heidi?" I'm like, "Yeah." It was really funny.
Oh, so Derek is at the hotel. Okay.
Okay.
So Derek, please
I didn't
tell
know
us
you were still here.
what's the status of the hotel now? Is there still a lot of people there? You guys having your own like impromptu things going on?
What was something we wanted to ask him? Something.
Was it about?
Derek Rose, are you going to PAX? Because Marcus was in here earlier, and he said he's going to be at PAX, and I told him that you had your EarthBound ruler with you that you wanted him to sign, but since Marcus wasn't able to make it out to Camp Fangamer, he was really sorry about that, and he said, "Are you going to PAX? I'll be there." So if you're going to PAX, Derek Rose, take your ruler. Marcus will sign it.
So the question we got is, did we go to the EarthBound arcade cabinet? Like that uses the EarthBound randomizer that I programmed, so we were very, very well. I'm losing my vocabulary.
What
well
about
versed with it, yes.
Oh yeah, I played Symphony of the Night on there. I couldn't remember what buttons to push.
So you remember how I was telling you guys earlier about that kid named Ben?
Yeah.
And I felt really bad that I wasn't able to play any more game with him. And every time I would see him in the hall, he'd be like, "Mado, let's do something. Let's do this. Let's do that." But I never had time because I had interviews and panels and stuff like that. But I really wanted him to. Well, we can tell the John story in a second. But
Okay.
look at all those EarthBounds.
Oh, those are fake EarthBound cards. Dang.
So what were those? Were those like just actual cartridges,
I
but just
didn't
emptied out?
I really didn't even know those were going to be there, so
Okay.
I don't know.
So here we're in
There's
EarthBound.
Derek Rose right there
Yep.
in the foreground.
Okay, so I actually ran all around trying to find Ben before the Mother 3 panel because I know he was always trying to find me, and I know he wanted to hear me talk and do stuff like that. But I couldn't find him, so I'm sorry, Ben. I couldn't find you. So what was next after that? There was something we had to do right after the Mother 3 panel.
Was there?
So we punched the thing. Oh yeah. So what happened is at the end of the panel, what we had planned was Pokey was going to come up on stage. He was going to be like, all right, I don't like any of this. I don't like this Mother 3. It makes me out to be a bad guy. You even got my name wrong. What's wrong with Porky? I'm sick of this. I hate you all. You're all fired. You're get out of here. You're fired. You're all gone. But that was what was supposed to happen. But I was too busy like picking up the Christmas lights that came out of the piñata.
Yeah.
So as soon as I picked it up and I looked up, and suddenly it was happening. I didn't have a microphone, so I just had to kind of stand there for a while. I was like, what do I do? So I was eager to get off the stage. I'm not as good of an ad-libber as Pokey. Pokey was perfect. I want to get his autograph.
Where is he?
Yeah.
He's
still here somewhere.
Maybe he's still here.
Oh, thanks for following Nameless5.
No, maybe just nameless.
Nameless.
With Leet.
No, Derek was saying everyone's gone. Okay, that's too bad. Right. What else happened?
Yeah, Derek, send me an email. I think I gave you my card.
So after the Mother 3 panel, Chewy, me, and Jeff Man, and you, we went outside and we did like a little signing session for people, like if they had a handbook or if they wanted to buy a handbook. We would
I
sign
was
stuff.
buzzing around like a hummingbird.
Were you?
Yeah, I don't know what you guys were doing.
Yeah, we were signing things, yeah. So we signed a whole bunch of things, and it was really cool. I think I even got my P-Core thing.
Yeah, someone give you a Picor badge.
Oh, speaking of which, so here it is. I got this picture, and I forgot that I had it. So here's the picture of the panel, like one of the pictures. I had people say this out loud.
Yeah.
Like, you reminded me about that too. I'm
Yeah,
so
I was
glad
like,
you
did
did.
you get the welcome to the... You're like, oh, and you had to go grab it.
So the official pronunciation is you have to say it just welcome to and then you have to make a face like that.
Welcome to...
Yeah, you have to make the face, or you're not pronouncing it right.
Yeah.
So that's official.
That's like, how do you pronounce Prince's name when he changed it to
Yeah.
that symbol? I don't know.
I don't know how the government allowed that to happen.
I'm pretty sure it was just for show.
Yeah.
Like, he did not get a new ID with that symbol on it. Or I don't know, maybe he did. He's Prince.
So what else happened then? So there were some other panels. That day. There was would you like to save your progress? There was another Smash Brothers tournament. There was the coloring contest ended. EarthBound Abroad. Merch Collector's Guide to EarthBound, which I couldn't make for some reason. I forget why.
Wait, what time was that?
I was at 1. Oh, I was working.
We were
partly.
yeah, we were working and eating.
Yeah. Smash Brothers tournament for Wii U. Then there was a Hobonichi Techo meetup, and I guess you guys did arts and crafts with it.
I also missed that because we were trying to do our slideshow.
Yeah, okay, that's too bad. EarthBound is Spooky. That was a panel that happened the same time as our Mother 3 translation panel. But the Mother 3 translation thing, since it was impromptu, it wasn't advertised or anything like that.
Yeah, it wasn't on the schedule.
Yeah, so...
I tried to tweet about it from
Yeah.
like all channels though.
Yeah, so people were, I think, were coming in as we were ending, and they were kind of confused, like, well, what is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Because
if you missed it, check the Twitch.
Yeah, it was during our panel that people were making signs to
Oh, okay.
to say that Pokey sucks.
Um,
NK is in here.
NK.
And Michael, the Michael Ferguson.
Everyone's here.
Fangamer's here.
Oh yeah, so in the arts and crafts, a lot of people were making really awesome clay figures. I didn't even know they had clay and stuff like that.
Yeah, there was clay.
People were making clay figures of Earthbound stuff. Like there's a really great attack slug. There was a really crazy Porky. And if I tried to make something, it would just be a handprint. I don't know how people were doing that. It was really great, you guys. I think I even got a picture of a few. And then there was also something called the pig roast, and I imagine I managed to get into like the last half of this. And at this point, Pokey was up on stage. He had taken over the entire bash. He was up on like his throne. He had like a throne, and so people were just coming up and insulting him. You know, like that kind of roast.
Yeah.
And Kevin Chai had some of the greatest ones.
Yep.
He told me he made those up on the spot. Yeah, a couple people were like, "I just made up on the spot. What do you think?" And it was all really good.
Hang on, I want to say to Patchy Plus Emolga, if
Yeah.
I say that right. They asked, were there any Tony fans? Yes, there were 2 cosplayers, both female. They dressed up as Fem, Tony, and Jeff, and it was very cute.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I don't know if I got a picture of them specifically, but maybe their picture will show up in this.
Yeah,
slideshow.
they got pictures with me.
Okay.
That's actually so. I really don't like pictures of me. I don't like taking pictures at all. But you know, this is like a one-time thing. I really just threw that to the side and was like, I'm gonna go on film. I'm gonna be on stream, stuff like that. So this was like a sort of leveled me up. So maybe in the near future we'll start doing webcams and stuff. Maybe when we get a better place. So thanks all of you for pushing me out of my comfort zone there. There was actually a time.
Oh, that Fobbies are born.
Yeah, so just randomly, Stephen George and Jamie, they just happened to be right within the vicinity, and they're like, "Oh, hey!" And then they just started talking about stuff, and I got that picture.
This was afterwards, after we cleaned up
Everyone's-
the bash room. Jamie brought the drums out. We're having a drum circle.
Was that? So I think that's the Paula one, who was a little more Miss Marshmallow.
Oh.
Yeah, so the pig roast happened, and then
There's one of the clay figures.
yeah, yeah. So around that time, I think the Wii U had been smashed. Pokey just destroyed the Wii U that
He
Charlie was
destroyed
playing.
the Wii U after the pig roast.
Yeah, and people were shocked because they literally destroyed the Wii U.
Yep.
And then, so they moved it out to the hallway so they could get everyone out of there.
Should I kill the secret for that one?
What about it?
Well, the Wii U?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, well, they didn't destroy the Wii U that we were playing on.
Yeah.
It was already broken.
Yeah.
We bought a broken Wii U to destroy. So don't worry, great-grandfather's Wii U is actually still okay.
I really like how there's just a story about that. So we're saying all this stuff, but if you guys missed any of this, or if you missed any of our stream right now, go watch all of those Twitch archives of Fangamer's Twitch. It's like 30 hours, 20 hours of it. It's great. There's a storyline that we're missing all the storyline.
I hope Fangamer's not mad at me for revealing all the secrets.
Oh no, people who are watching Pomito CX, they're the elite.
Yeah. I mean, because Fangamer's watching right now. They know what I'm doing.
So they brought everyone out into the hallway, and then they started to do. I didn't see too much of it, but they were doing
A funeral.
Yeah, they're doing a funeral, and randomly Simon Bob pulled me over and was like, "Hey, you want to give some final words for the funeral?" And I didn't even know that was happening. I didn't know it was happening over there in the corner. It was really hot over there too, but they just kept the stream over there for a long time. I kind of get the feeling they might have taken the stream all across the whole hotel. But anyway, so I went up there and gave some final words for the Wii U.
Since the science just posted what you said, hopefully it can be replaced, but since it's your great-grandfather's, it's probably not under warranty anymore. Oh well.
Yeah, that's what it was. I'm glad you remembered what I said, because I don't. And then I walked off. And then after that, We were pulled off to do something. What else were we doing?
Well, okay. After everyone was told to get out,
Yeah.
and people were still trying to get your autograph.
Yeah, I was doing autographs for a really long time. Yeah.
In the room, and I was like, "Maybe we gotta go," because
Yeah.
they were taking out all of the chairs and setting up for the final battle.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah, so before they let anybody back in, it was actually that it was closed for a really long time. Before
closed
they
for
let
about an hour.
Yeah, before they let anybody back in, they did some tests
Okay.
of the machine.
so the final battle. If nobody watched the stream, you're gonna get spoilers, but you
Okay.
should go and watch the stream. But okay, we had a life-size, larger than life inflatable Pokemech. So it had like 18 spider arms inflated out into the audience,
Yeah.
and then Pokey himself was in an inflatable giant hamster ball.
Yeah.
And so when everybody came back in, we gave them red like Zexonite glow stick bracelets, and everybody was like, "What's going on?" We were blocking them off so nobody could get in the front. The lights were out, and like everything, everyone was like kind of chattering, like, "What's going on? What are these red things?"
Hold on. So I think beforehand, like before they let people in, they put out a tweet or a text, Pokey.
Oh yes,
But Dr. Ananas had hacked Pokey's text machine.
really?
So he said, "I've found the device. I found out how to defeat Pokey. Use the bracelets. Use the Zexonite's bracelets or whatever."
And Pokey's text was "Come get me, losers, spankity spankity." So that was to bring everyone back to the thing. So okay, everyone's in there now. We're cornering them off. It's dark. We don't know what's going on. Everybody can see that we're already at the final battle area. Charlie was playing that whole time to get us there. And so then, okay, everyone's in. Charlie walks into the Devil's Machine. Everyone loses their minds, right? I'm like, y'all don't even know half of it yet.
Yeah.
Then
The band starts going real
yeah,
loud.
you get up there and Pokey's or Ness's face appears in the Devil's Machine. The band starts playing Gigas's crazy music, which
Mm-hmm.
people like to call Pokey Means Business. The spider mech inflates, the arms come out, the hamster ball blows up, Pokey gets inside, he's got his mic on, he's rolling around saying how much EarthBound sucks. He's like, "Okay, you guys," like, I don't remember what he said, but eventually, like after a couple of seconds probably, he rolls his hamster ball out into the audience and rolls around and knocks people around in the audience for like
Yeah.
2 full minutes.
Yeah, he's insulting me the entire
and
time.
insulting people. and
Meanwhile, everyone's bashing.
everyone's hitting Pokey with their
Bracelets.
Zexonite bracelets. I'm over there like throwing balloons everywhere, and like all the confetti was
Yeah, there's
happening.
confetti and there's like streamers and
Streamers and all. Imagine this while a live band is playing Pokey Means Business, and Pokey is rolling around in the audience in a giant hamster
yeah, and
ball.
everyone's screaming and whacking the ball.
Yeah. And then after a little while, Pokey disappears, and then we play the rest of the game, and people grabbed the arms of the spider mech and just started fighting
Making it go crazy,
and
yeah.
shaking it around. And I was over there by the band, like, "Don't hit Robbie!
it hit him
Don't
once."
hit the keyboards!" I was trying to protect the band because the arms were just going crazy, and like there was so much energy going on, and like just so much happening at once. Everybody's energy. This crazy thing just happened. And then everybody's praying, and then like, you know, the final, you know, we were watching, and like as Giga starts to die, I just started crying my eyes out because I could not take it anymore. Just the adrenaline,
Yeah.
the energy in the room, just being so overwhelmed by the whole event. And like by the way, they were filming EarthBound USA
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah, the documentary.
The documentary, and I knew John Magrum was one with the camera.
Yeah.
So as soon as he saw me, he got right up in my
Yeah.
face, and he swept by
So every time he swept by, like I knew he was doing it, so I decided I would hold your hand.
yeah.
So that'll probably be in there.
Yeah, we were holding hands. I was crying. I know got filmed. It's probably going to be in the documentary.
So look for us.
And that was the final battle of EarthBound.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the end of
Not
the
at all.
bash.
It wasn't even close.
All. Not at all.
So let me see. Make sure we don't forget anything.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so
Wait a minute. I took a vine of Pokey rolling around.
Oh, that's right. I
You
think-
can't actually see Pokey, but you can hear him.
I think I might have it here. Yeah, here we go.
Here's the vine, the very 6 seconds that I took.
Yeah, 6 seconds.
Okay, so Pokey was already out in the audience at that point, and it was then that I decided, I thought, oh, I should film this somehow.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, so that's not even close to then. So I got to point out that when they did the first test before everyone was in, it went flawlessly. The second time, they couldn't close the hamster ball part, so it was a little glitchy.
I don't think anybody noticed.
Yeah, no, and then he was saying like, "Look, this dumb thing doesn't even work right," but he managed to get it to work.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I was so worried about that. And then he had only the oxygen inside of it, I think.
That's why he was only in the ball for so long.
Well, also, I think it was perfectly timed for when he was defeated, when Pokey was defeated in the game. So Charlie did really good with that, I think.
Yeah.
And there's the golden poop that you could get at the unique business opportunity. So do you remember what happened after that?
Yes, the auction.
Oh, so you remember the whole praying part?
Oh, I was crying by that
Yeah.
point.
So as Pokey's gone and you're fighting Gigas, and everyone would start praying. Like everyone was like pray, pray, pray,
Yeah.
and then between like when it would be the praying part, it would be kind of quiet. Everyone would be like quiet, and the crazy legs would stop. But then when it would go back to Gigas reacting violently, the music would start up like crazy, and everyone would go crazy too.
Yeah.
Like everyone just knew to go crazy too. It was great. And then finally it gets defeated, and then I forgot to mention that the entire time, Ness was Iwata.
Oh yeah, we named the characters. Ness was Iwata.
Yeah.
Paula was Reed.
Yeah.
Jeff was Itoi.
Yeah.
Pooh was Mado.
Yeah, I didn't feel worthy of that. I don't belong with those three.
The dog was, who was the dog?
Pokey.
Pokey?
Yeah, so that was part of the story. Like Charlie would call him Pokey, and Pokey would be offended, and he would come up and start his stuff.
Let's see. Favorite food was Souls, named by Kevin Chai.
Yes, I love that. That was great, Kevin Chai.
And favorite thing was Evie Bash.
Yeah. So, as the spirits were coming back to the present time into the bodies, everyone was saying like cheering and saying everyone's names, and it was just felt really cool. And people were like Mado when Pooh was being revived. Even
Yeah.
though, why did you guys name me after Pooh?
Because you talk about poop all the time. Do you know how many poop quotes are in the Pomato CX wiki?
I think it's because I know Japanese. And then, so after that, Charlie just kind of like took his time, going around the ending, as
They played-
the band started playing "Smiles and
They
Tears."
didn't play Smiles and Tears
Oh.
at that point. They played the music.
Oh yeah, Heroes Return. Something
Yes,
like that.
I don't know the name of
Yeah.
it. It's like when the other credits play.
And I forget what else happened with that, but people really liked that. They started like dancing to that and doing ladders to that and waves to that. And people, I saw people visibly crying, like a lot of people.
Yeah.
At that point. I really like the fact that Charlie went and did the Summers glitch.
Yep.
Where-
He got killed by that. What was it?
Mummified guy,
Yeah.
mummified guard, I think, something like that. And then that makes the game like Ness dies, but the game doesn't turn over.
Yeah. He got glitched out.
Yeah. And do you remember what happened after that?
The auction.
This is the auction. What happened after that? So after they're walking around doing in the ending and everything, everyone goes up on the stage and just starts dancing too.
Yeah.
And they start. Is that when they started lifting like Reed up and stuff?
No, that was the very end.
I think this was it.
Oh, maybe he got lifted up twice. I don't remember.
Yeah. I don't know. Things just went crazy at that point, and
So Dan says Kevin is so mad at you for not knowing Shattered Man.
I can't think right now. I would know Shattered Man. Okay, you can
I
have.
don't know. I don't play EarthBound.
You
I
can-
play Dark Souls.
Usually I know, but I can't think. I would blame stream sickness. I don't know, maybe not for you, but when I stream, like my IQ goes down by 50%.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I need to point out that one point in the bash, somebody just like farted in my vicinity and walked away,
See, this is why you were named after Pooh.
and then people were like, "That's the perfect description of EarthBound." Oh, thanks for following, Mystic66. You got 35 tomato points.
Kevin Chai called you a noob.
Noob.
Yep.
All right, I'll take away those tomato points I was going to give you. Yeah, and then the audience started singing like Pollyanna, and I think 8 Melodies and stuff like that. And Kevin Chai was leading the whole thing. It was great.
But no, that was definitely during the auction part.
Yeah, so the auction was like we didn't want to end yet because the whole thing was for auction, your charity.
Yes, we were doing a charity auction for Speak Your Silence, and
Yeah.
that was kind of hard to keep reminding people when so much crazy stuff was happening. So by the time we did beat Gigas, the highest bidder was only 1,000 something
Yeah.
for the EarthBound arcade cabinet.
And it cost more than that.
It cost more than that to make. So Reed was like, "All right, we're extending this auction. Come on, let's do this. Now that
Yeah.
we've beaten Gigas, we need to get this going to raise money for charity and to make all of this like worth it." So here we go, and it was like several more hours.
Yeah.
Because it was a cutthroat auction, and it was so crazy
It
because
was intense.
it was intense. We had like a couple, like it was bubbly something. Oh my
Bubbly
gosh,
Oasis?
Bubbly Oasis had a high bid for a while, and then we had a high bid from Spice Cadet.
Yeah.
And then Tragic Manor started taking bids from people in the bash room,
Yeah.
and people just started giving him cash, and
Yeah.
he was counting it up. He was calling it Team Raffle, so we were already forming teams.
Yeah, there's teams started happening.
And so after a little bit of going back and forth between Spice Cadet, Team Raffle, and somebody called Your Mom.
Yeah.
Your Mom kept getting the high bid, and they kept getting outbid by Spice Cadet. Then Spice Cadet joined forces with Team Raffle. So then it became Team Raffle versus Your Mom, and they kept outbidding each other. Yeah, I know Spice Cadet was Alex Ting.
Yes, I think we all know.
Yeah, but so like it was like 2,000 something,
Yeah.
and then like 5,000 something, and then like increments of that,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
and then 8,000 something, and they kept outbidding each other. And the final bid that won it, Your Mom won it for 12,000 something,
Yeah.
and total donations for the weekend was 39,300 something.
Yeah.
But that number is growing because all sales of the Dungeon Man shirt,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Camp Fangamer commemorative shirt, are also going to Speak
Okay,
Your Silence.
yeah. So it's gonna be
100%
over
of the profits.
over 40,000.
It'll be over 40,000 by the time all is said and done. And go ahead and keep talking. Let me post
Okay.
that link in there.
So during these like 2 hours of the auctions, like the band was doing all these different requests from Twitch and from the audience, all these crazy songs. Like we just saw Kevin Chai doing like 8 melodies and Pollyanna and stuff like that. They started doing like that dinosaur song.
Everybody walk the dinosaur.
They did the Birdemic song.
We did the hanging out with my family.
Yeah, they did
It was
the
great.
Doug Funny songs.
There's some Doug songs.
I love that.
Anyway, there we go. I just posted the link. If you guys want to contribute to the Speak Your Silence charity and get a cool commemorative, never gonna be ever again reprinted shirt, go to that link there. It's the Dungeon Man shirt. It says, "I survived the Brick Roads Dungeon Man Camp Fangamer 2015." I can't remember. It's a great shirt. It's very comfortable. It's like probably one of our best shirts ever. You can go ahead and support Speak Your Silence with that. I'm gonna post it again because the chat went nuts. Here we go. There it is. There it is again. Oh,
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
People are saying, and I think I missed this, when bids got up to, let's see,
Certain levels, yeah.
$5,000.
We had stretch goals for some reason.
There were stretch goals. I think we hit the stretch goal of there going to be an EarthBound Beginnings
There
handbook.
is, yeah.
Okay, we're making an EarthBound Beginnings handbook, and that's probably going to be Dan.
And I would like to work on it.
Me too, because I also like EarthBound Beginnings,
Okay.
believe it or not. And Dan, I want to work with you on that. I have no design skills. I just really like EarthBound Zero. EarthBound Beginnings, don't ding me.
Oh crap! I forgot the trauma.
And oh man, so that's gonna happen. Okay, I need to calm down.
Yeah. Right. There was also another stretch goal was Vid Kid. I believe had to eat a ghost chili.
He ate a ghost pepper.
Ghost pepper.
That's
yeah.
it.
And I guess he eats hot foods, but never eaten anything that hot. And
Yeah.
he was speechless for quite a while. And I actually after he got off stage, I had to go up to him and be like, "Are you gonna be okay? Are you gonna be okay? Please be okay." Then I shook his hand, and he was like, "I'll be okay." And then people in the chat were saying as soon as he left the ballroom, he didn't say anything for a long time.
Yeah. Like I got a picture of him like crying because it was so hot.
I want to try it now, but I'm scared. There's another one, like the big one is all of the donators donated so much that Reed is now obligated. We didn't even talk about the wheel obligation.
Oh my god!
I know.
How did we go to the
All right.
end of the bash without talking about the
All right,
wheel?
we'll talk about that in a second. But Reed is now obligated to play and complete EarthBound Beginnings.
Wait, someone was Little Miss Marshmallow? Princess Noodle Limbs was Little Miss
that
Marshmallow?
you?
Wait a minute. Confirm, chat. I don't know.
Is that really her? If that is you, I will give you 500 tomato points because that was like amazing. That was super amazing.
Okay, keep talking.
All right.
The chat will catch up.
So Reed is now obligated to play and complete EarthBound Beginnings. Despite being like an EarthBound site webmaster and Fangamer CEO, or I don't know if he's CEO, but whatever, he has only played up to like the graveyard. We actually got him to the zoo last time, or Magicant.
Yeah, Magic.
We got him to Magicant. But for whatever reason, he just won't play it. But now he has to.
He has to.
So yeah, so Princess Noodle Limbs, you were her.
You were that.
You were that Paula too, weren't you?
Princess. There's Little Miss Marshmallow. That was like, I'm gonna say it, the best costume I've ever seen of any cosplay. Except maybe that guy who cosplayed Dungeon Man. I saw a picture
There
of
was
that.
that?
Not at Camp
okay.
Fangamer, but a long time ago, somebody cosplayed Dungeon Man made out of cardboard. That was awesome.
Wow.
But you two are like my top favorite Earthbound cosplays.
So did I get your autograph? I was going around getting people's autographs. I don't know if I got yours. I hope I did. So EarthBound Beginnings, and then shoot, so much happened at that point. Okay, so do you want to talk about the next part?
What? I don't know what the next part
The
is.
next part is we went to have dinner.
Oh, okay.
We can just vaguely talk about it.
So, guess what, guys? Your mom, the one who won the arcade cabinet, was at the convention. And we met up with your mom. We had dinner with your mom. And
This is why that name was chosen.
we talked, and we had a really great talk
That
with
was
your
great,
mom.
yes.
Reed got to meet your mom, and we talked with your mom a little bit. Reed talked with your mom a little bit. We talked with your mom, and then we said good night.
Yes, it was very pleasant, and I look forward to meeting your mom in the future.
Yes. People are like, what, really? Yes, that is totally not a lie. Your mom was at the convention.
Yeah, it was a real treat to meet your mom. Why did you choose that name? You did that for that reason. Okay, so there was something else. What else? Oh, Wheel of Obligation. You can see it right there. There's the wheel over there.
They're over in the
so
corner.
it's like the Price of Right wheel, and at certain parts during the playthrough, guests would have to go spin it, and depending on what gets chosen, you would have to do different things. Like, sometimes the audience would have to come up and do things. I think there was like some trivia stuff sometimes. Or,
I hope people don't think I was making a legit your mom joke.
No, it's real. Yeah. Are those all quotes we can use for our chat?
We had dinner with your mom.
Yeah, so that kid in the red shirt was driving the chat room crazy. Apparently, I seemed to be the only one who noticed the kid was jumping up and down on the arcade machine, and that was the one that was being auctioned at the time. I was really worried that he was gonna like break the controls and stuff.
Princess Noodle Lim, please plug your stuff. Like, if you, we don't care. Plug your stuff.
We'll
You're
do it
cool.
for you.
Yeah. Also, yeah, HP Boost reminded us that, like, back to the end of the game,
Yeah.
like, before, like, we went to do the credits, our dad called, like, as Picky was knocking on the door.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, you've been playing for a long time. Do you want to stop?
And then Charlie was like, choose yes or no. He like
Yeah.
went back and forth, and people, whenever it would go to no, people would be like, yeah, we don't want to stop.
The Wheel of Obligation didn't really have any friction, no.
Yeah, I heard that there was going to be somebody back there who was going to slow it down, but I guess that never happened.
No.
I got a picture behind of it. It's on my phone though. That's too bad. It is crazy looking. I think it's kind of possibly what caused the power to go out that first night.
Probably, because there were so many wires back there.
It is I'm day 2.
That was day one.
Day one.
When we brought our NES.
Yeah, I have a top loader in there and the actual toaster. And there's Pokey. He's talking to me there, right there. I think maybe. I remember he had popcorn.
Yeah, did you get a picture of him? It looks like he was
No,
talking.
it wasn't me. It was.
Oh, that must have been me. I must have
Okay.
jumped up on stage and got a picture
Okay,
of him.
I'm glad. I didn't know how to interact with him, so I just like pushed his popcorn away. So after everything happened, after the auction was over, the credits happened. So like Charlie finished the game and the credits happened, and the band started playing the credit song, and that was really great. It was to hear it live like that with all these people around, everyone's cheering.
Well, there's the gift that Mr. Tinda gave us.
Oh yeah, Mr. Tinda on day 0.
Day
Day
zero.
1. I think might be day 1.
Was it?
Yeah, day 1. He gave us a gift, and it was Shigesato Itoi's Bass Fishing and Vegas Stakes.
Yeah, the N64 version of bass fishing.
So
I want to play it.
We'll probably have to stream them both. They're both related to eToy and Ape.
Yeah.
So they're not unrelated. And then we just stuck them in.
We put them in the merch museum.
Because that's where we were at the time.
Yeah. They belong there.
Okay, so the game credits ended, and then the Can't Fangamer credits started, and there was actual Can't Fangamer credits.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone who worked it. Oh wow, she really likes that.
Hey, I think that's Tamara.
So like the credits rolled, and like there's lots very similar to what we do here on our stream. But like everyone who worked there and
Kevin Chai says, please, not day 0, it's day beginnings.
ding. Shoot. Okay, so the credits happened, and for whatever reason, they like all the Fangamer people went up there, and I'm not Fangamer really.
By the way, Luck Light Plays was in the credits.
Yes, so
I heard from this is news from the underground. Tony the lawyer, he's my coworker.
Yeah.
He helps me with photography, and he's also a great designer. He was our designated Twitch chat moderator throughout the whole stream. We also modded a couple people in our Pomelo CX chat.
Yeah,
so
we were
thank
asked-
you guys so
yeah.
so much for helping.
Yeah, they asked us to like provide Pomelo CX folks because you guys are cool as moderators.
So on like the final day, like a couple hour, like maybe before the stream ended, Tony came up to me and he's like, "Is Luck Light Plays like from your chat from Pomelo CX?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "He has been doing a great job all weekend. He's like he was the one that's been there the whole time and did such a great job taking care of everything. So Luck Light Plays, you did a great job. You impressed Tony the lawyer."
Yeah, yeah.
So-
I heard a couple of other mods were really good.
Yeah,
Tomato
all the mods were good, but like Tony was like, "Oh my god, this guy was there the whole time."
Yeah. And I don't know like the Twitch status that we got, but I do know we were on the promoted Twitches. I don't think we got full front page.
Yeah.
But because of that, we got like promoted.
A couple lamers came in because of Evo this past weekend.
Yeah, just a bunch of jerks came in. I hear, but Look Light and the other Tomato mods saved the day. So thank you all. If you guys were mods and you guys were saving the day,
And Alex Bird, I saw you in there too, so thank you a lot.
So I'll give you 200 tomato points, you mods.
200 tomato for
Yes.
mods?
Yes, for those mods, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so the credits rolled, and they were like, all the Fangamers come up, and I don't work for Fangamer, and I just, I didn't want to go up there, and then a couple people were like, you should go up there, and I'm like, no, because I'm not Fangamer, and I'm not anything special like that. And the credits had gone on for quite a while, and for whatever reason, I heard Reed yelling in my direction, and I looked back, and I didn't know what was going on. He just kept looking at me, so I was like, is he calling my name? So I just went up there, and
Yep.
I waved, and that was the end of that.
Apparently you weren't in the credits?
Yeah, I wasn't on the actual credits because I didn't do anything.
You're there. You're tomato.
That's okay. I don't mind if I'm not in the credits. There's everyone getting pictures of the EarthBound Zero.
Yep.
And a decapitated Pokey.
Yeah, we broke the Poke Pinata open at the end. It was filled with empty candy wrappers.
Yeah, so after the credits is when we went to go meet your mom and have dinner with your mom. But apparently, even after the credits, the stream was still going. Is that true, you guys? Was the stream still going? Because we wanted to get Reed up there. But I guess I went to go down to get him eventually, and he was still streaming. He was still talking and stuff. What was happening? What was going on there?
I didn't know. Like, we were having dinner at that point, and we learned that the stream was still going. So I
wouldn't have
happened.
left if I known it was still going though.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was kind of like we better start closing up shop. We went around and like shut down. A Sweet 33.
By the time we had finished having dinner with your mom, and we went back downstairs to check on things, and like basically the whole convention was almost all packed up.
Yeah. Like so, Fangamer needed to empty out the entire ballroom by like midnight.
By the first part of the ballroom by midnight.
Okay.
But because we're so used to PAX and breaking everything down before we're allowed to go to sleep at PAX, everybody just broke everything down.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I was really worried because the charities was going on for so long. So we went just like got our Sweet 33 and other things, got our NES. As we were doing all that, we were running into more people and just signing things, saying our thanks to everybody. I saw a bunch of the other Fangamers finally. I got to say a few words to them. It was really great to actually see them, and a lot of the Starman.net people, I got to see them because I was running around the entire time doing things.
By the way, Starman.net people, if I ever meet you in person again, please tell me your usernames because I don't know you until you tell me that part.
Yeah.
Apparently, I met a lot of you, but I didn't know who you were.
Yeah, I really wanted that to happen where they would have
Like Princess Noodle Limbs, I didn't know you were Little Miss Marshmallow.
Yeah, like all these people would be like, "Oh, hey, I'm a fan, and please sign this thing," and then only like afterwards would I learn their blank blank.
Mm-hmm.
So I really wish I could have connected on a deeper level like that. Like, oh, I know you from this. It feels like such a dream to have met all these people. I remember in '99 when I first started EarthBound and Starman.net. Like we were like, we should do a convention. That'd be cool. And we were like, yeah, right, that'll never happen. There's only like 5 of us. But it happened. I don't know. Somehow, something that Fangamer and Starman.net and EarthBound fans do, they make things happen, and they don't get. That's one thing I like is they don't get petty like a lot of other fandoms.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, we like this. And you're only a poser. You only like it, Call of Duty 3 because of this reason, and like this other shooter's better. Oh, that's right. So the arcade machine had the EarthBound randomizer. Came home day 0, the night of day 0, and I made an all pokey hack where all the enemies are pokey, all the NPCs are pokey, even Ness, Paula, and all them are all pokey.
Mm-hmm.
And I threw that together. It was really. I had to do some trickery to make that happen, and I put that into the randomizer. And I heard it did well, but I heard that it crashed eventually at some point. I would like to actually try to play that sometime on stream on the EarthBound Central Live.
By the way, a couple of people have been bringing up that every convention should have a lanyard. We didn't have lanyards. Well, here's why. We almost had lanyards, but you know that little booklet that we gave you guys that said the guide to Tucson, and it had all of the information inside and the scavenger hunt and everything? We wanted to design it so we would have a Camp Fangamer lanyard, and the booklet would be able to fit into the little pouch. But the booklet got so big that there was no way it was going to fit into a pouch, and also lanyards suck. They're very cheap and they're not good, and we were like, well, we know how to do buttons really well, so let's just make a really big button badge. And so that's how we ended up doing that.
I really do like the fact that it's a camp Fangamer. It's not like just a con. Mm-hmm. So you have this whole camp theme going.
Yeah, we had a camp theme. We had backpacks that had what did we have? We had bandanas that people could wear around, like camp bandanas, and you could tie-dye them and stuff if you wanted. Some people did. Oh my god, the swag bag was full. Okay, inside the swag bag, let me see what I can remember. We had slippers that said break seal in case of Kraken. We had stress burgers that were in little burger pouches. Like sunscreen de summers. Yeah. We had Dusty Dunes wet towels. We had a blue pen.
With the phone number on it that you could actually call?
With a phone number on it that you could actually call. Hey, there's me in Mustin.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I'm screwing up my Vulcan salute. We had...
Broken compasses.
We had broken compasses because...
Made by Orange Kid.
Orange Kid made them. We had the Onnet library pencils.
Is that what those were?
There were some pencils in there. Let me see. What else was in there? I don't remember.
Yeah, there are lots of stuff. I don't even have one of those. I didn't get any of those things.
We have some left over. I can grab you some. Actually, there's some. I stole some for Nat and Luna.
Okay.
So there's 2 in our house.
Okay.
Let me go get it. See what else is in there.
All right.
Okay.
So there I am. I'm Pooh and I'm haunted. It was really cool. And I would sometimes I would die in battle, and people would be like, "No, Mado," and then I would be like, "I'm okay," but I don't know if anybody heard me. Let's see if I missed anything else. So Charlie got up there and did some Paradise Line.
Oh yeah, he sang.
And then people were singing during the auction and doing Charlie was doing the gambling, and that was cool.
Oh yeah. Okay, we had a Tucson postcard. This is greetings from Tucson. Because we weren't first. And this is a real postcard that you can use. You can use this and send it in the mail. We had limited edition trading cards, and some of these cards, these are real cards that are going to be with the You Are Now EarthBound stuff. This is like the prototype ones. Special that Camp Fangamer could get. Oh yeah, the Jackie's Cafe bottle opener. That's actually my favorite one. I love that.
Yeah, if you guys had come, probably just the price of the ticket is probably would have gotten. This is probably the price of the ticket.
Okay, so the pin says the Blue Church of Happiest Wisdom.
You want to put the number in?
The number on it is 913-2 blue.
913.
And here's how you
Let
spell
me
it.
type this in.
Here you go.
913 2 blue. I think that's right. Right. 913 2 blue
Blue. Yep.
All right. So I don't know if it still works, but feel free to call it.
That's a real number. I haven't called it yet.
So what is the number that you can call to get the really crazy P Corp?
You had to sign up for text messages.
Oh, okay.
So that was actually something that we had to sign you up for.
Okay.
But I can't like.
Okay.
I had no access to that. That was. Oh, also that all came inside of a Camp Fangamer branded little. What is this called? Knapsack thing.
Something like that, and it kind of looks like a Ness backpack.
It's yellow because we wanted to make it look like Ness's backpack, and the ink on this is actually dark navy. It looks kind of black.
Yeah.
But get up close, it's blue.
This all looks so professional and amazing.
Yeah.
And Nintendo couldn't do anything like this. Nobody could.
Nope.
Oh, so that first day, day zero.
Oh yeah, we gave everybody free pizza.
Yeah, free pizza. You know, they bought like, I don't know, 20 Costco pizzas and they hauled them in. I don't know. This was a real deal, you guys. If you could get a ticket, tickets were like $50. They spent more than $50 on you, giving you all these goodies.
Oh yeah, we spent more than $50 just in the swag bag.
Yeah. So then we went home.
You could also collect 11 merit badges.
Yeah.
That was also kind of like in the swag bag, but you had to work for it. And the scavenger hunt was designed to send people all around the hotel to key points of cool stuff happening. So that was just in case, you know, at a convention, so much stuff can be missed because so much is going on. So the scavenger hunt was designed to send people everywhere so they could see everything and not miss anything. That was strategic.
So I think that's all of it for us. There's so much more that happened.
Wait, was Elliot Ridgway there?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I didn't even see him.
Me either. See, that is the other thing about conventions. Even though this one was
This is
small,
really small, yeah.
it was less than 500 people. I didn't even get to see everybody there.
Mm-hmm.
We almost missed Dan Bruno. If I hadn't been like tweeting at him for an hour, we
Yeah.
wouldn't have found him.
So as it was winding down, a lot of people were just really didn't want it to end, so they were already asking for more. Like on my various panels, I started what was it, the Camp Fangamer Siege. So if you guys want another Camp Fangamer, and if you buy anything from Fangamer, put in the notes, I want Camp Fangamer 2016 or something like that. And if you just keep doing that, maybe they'll listen.
Also, what do you want the next Camp Gamer to be? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's not going to be EarthBound.
Yeah, I don't think anything will ever top this. Like if they ever try, it just won't have the same spirit. So I think it would make more sense for it to be something different every time. Like I wouldn't mind a Mother 3 one, but it'd still be the same vibe maybe.
The final battle would be so
Yeah.
sad.
Well, it doesn't. You don't have to do it that way. You don't have to.
No, I know, but it's such a sad game.
Well, sure. Well, I mean, it's funny too.
Yeah.
And strange.
I'm comparing Mother 3's final battle to EarthBound.
So I think it would actually be kind of great where the EarthBound final battle, if you guys saw it, was really crazy. Like here's like after the final battle, it was really intense and just so much energy. Just imagine, just everyone's like sad and crying, like tears of happiness.
And people are pointing out that next year is Mother 3's 10th anniversary. And HS, we got your Fangamer order. It's going to take us a couple of days, but we'll put in something cool with it.
So personally, I've already started asking for Final Fantasy VI, so people in the chat, do not worry. If not, let's do a Final Fantasy VI T Edition Camp Fangamer.
Oh, God, can you imagine? T Edition? Okay, so regular Camp Fangamer is like 2 days long.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VI T Edition might end up being 3 months long.
Yes. And Sushi would be there.
Yep.
So that would be a great one, but I kind of feel that this all happened because everyone at Fangamer and all of like Jeff's friends and everyone who was involved likes EarthBound, but there's not quite that same overlap with other games. I think,
Other gaming communities and fandoms.
well, I mean more like
Oh, like what kind of convention could we put on next?
well, yeah. So like Jeff Benson, he probably doesn't know much about Chrono Trigger.
Not much.
He probably doesn't know about a lot of things. He knows a lot about EarthBound, and same with like these other people. Super Soul Brothers only has knows so many games, stuff like that. But you know, like a lot of Fangamer's biggest merchandise. Well, I think the next biggest one besides EarthBound might be Zelda. I think that would be a great one.
I would love
to celebrate
do
Zelda.
Camp Fangamer Zelda-thon.
I really think
Holy
that would be
crap.
good. There's so much more that you
Yeah.
could do there.
There's so much you could grab from the Zelda universe. I just want to focus on one game.
I think that'd be great.
And then do like 16 Camp Fangamers.
Oh, and there I am with the Pomato CXer there. That's actually when
That's
I was
the
in
first
Bobarda.
one that come up to you?
I think it was, maybe.
Okay. And then like a bunch of people.
And then I gave him
came
that. So what do you guys think? If you guys have suggestions, I'll look at the. Well, I can't now because it's set up, but I'll look at your suggestions. Chrono Trigger would be great. I think Zelda. I think Zelda would be great. One that I think could be easily done, but might be just too easy to do because there's so much to pull from is a Mario one.
Yeah.
There's Mario's kind of broad, you know.
Someone suggested Mario. What was it? Mario RPG.
Mario RPG.
But that might be.
That might be too specific. Yeah. But yeah, Zelda is really big. What else is big with Fangamer? Like merchandise wise.
FTL. But
FTL.
that's an indie game though, and I
Yeah.
don't know like. That is also very popular though.
Yeah.
But it's about space, yo.
Yeah.
That might be my favorite one.
Yeah, I really think that like either.
Pokemon.
Yeah. Oh man. They
That's
might,
right.
we
we
might
can
get in
put them
trouble.
stuff.
Might get in trouble with that.
We wouldn't call it anything like Pokemon.
We would call it Camp Fangamermon. Gamermon.
Yeah, it is possible to purchase a Fuzzy Pickle.
Yeah.
They're made by Eyes 5. Let me see if I can find her website. They're currently sold
There's
out.
MetroidHat.com. I think.
Metroid Hat. Let me see.
She gave me this really fancy business card. Yeah, MetroidHat.com.
Oh wait, she has an Etsy shop.
Yeah.
Let me send you guys right there. Oh yeah, she got stuff for sale. Hang on. Let me see. So this is the Fuzzy Pickles plush. That's her Etsy shop. So you can buy Octorok plushies. It looks like she has Metroid plushies, the Metroid hat, small Triforce plushie, and Starfish. That's really cute. So no Fuzzy Pickles are available at the moment, but if you request one, I bet she'd make one. Those sold. The Fuzzy Pickles sold out like almost immediately.
Everything sold out immediately. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that kid Ben that I was telling you about. He was so excited to show me his Fuzzy Pickle, and I was like, oh, "Where'd you get that? I didn't
Yeah.
know they were selling anything like this." So it was like the opposite side of the hotel, and he just dragged me over there.
Yeah.
Like the dad couldn't keep up. Then he just excitedly showed me everything there.
Yeah, and so like actually, those were made by Eyes 5, and during our she ran out of Saturn plushies, but she had like all the materials with her, so like the skins of them already put together. So like during our panel for the handbook,
Yeah.
I saw her sitting in the front row and quietly stuffing more Mr. Saturn plushies with fluff. Like she
Okay.
was like pulling the fluff apart and making it fluffy and stuffing them in there and sewing them
Okay.
up. I was like, oh my god, she works so hard.
Yeah, I think Zelda would be a really good one. People are saying Metroid maybe. Mario teaches typing. Let's make it happen.
Mario teaches the typing of the dead, not the reboot, the original one.
Yeah, Gran Torino wants functioning warp pipes for Mario Convention.
Oh my god. You know what? We would make that happen. Are you
think-
kidding?
I think, yeah,
We
I-
would turn that into like a funhouse thing. You know how they have those dumb pipes like in the McDonald's Playland? We would probably make that for Mario Con.
Okay.
Just warp pipe tunnel. That could happen.
So people are a Fangamer, right? Are you guys still watching this, or did you guys go to dinner or something? I hope this guy gives you some ideas. I know you guys are probably dead tired, and you don't want to ever do a convention again.
I'm feeling pretty amped, but it could be the adrenaline. I might crash right after this.
Yeah, like I didn't work at it, so it's not fair of me to say we should do things. After the last EarthBound Bash, which was much smaller, and it was just in Fangamer's like one room.
The one in 2013?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember we were all really hyped, and we were like, we need to do this again with other games. And I was like, we need to do a Mother 3 one and an EarthBound 0 one. And we can get Phil Sandhop here. And
Yeah.
but nope, Fangamer went to like 8 levels higher and threw it at a hotel. Got people to come to the desert.
Made it public, yeah.
Yeah.
It was so much more fun to have. The first EarthBound Bash was like super restricted because it was in our empty warehouse, which wasn't empty. We actually had to empty it out to make room for it because there were a bunch of shirts in there. So we had a limited capacity first
Yeah.
of all, and also it was in our office, so we had to trust the people pretty well
Yeah.
to not come in and start stealing our stuff.
Yeah.
But like opening it up to the public was great. It was a great idea, and I want to. Let's just do another one, and I want it to be Zelda because that's my favorite series.
If it's,
Animal Crossing.
I can see that.
I don't
They
know
were-
what we could.
I don't
Wait a
think-
second. We can't play Animal. That game never ends.
I know, but you could just trade and talk about stuff.
No, it's got to be Zelda then.
I really think Zelda is the best choice.
Yeah.
So Reed, I know you're not listening. Someday you're gonna be on Pomito CX, actual Pomito CX Reed.
Yeah, someday we're gonna get you to our house. Maybe our new house, because it'll be closer to your house.
So I mentioned this. Should I mention it? It was okay too.
What?
I mentioned it at the panel that one time. Were you weirded out when I told them?
What panel?
At Audrey's panel?
No.
Yeah, so the Legends of Localization, I was talking about Legends of Localization and how I started as a hobby in 99.
Everybody wants the Animal Crossing con.
Animal Crossing? Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Tom Nook Final Battle. Yo, oh man, we could just base it around the terrible secret of Animal Crossing.
Oh, no.
We gotta get their permission. That's such a great LP.
Yeah. It's almost the same spirit as this P Corp stuff.
It is.
I mean, I'm really sad that I missed the film fest. Everyone was saying, like, I forgot, we didn't mention that there was a film fest.
Yeah, we missed it because we were playing the EarthBound Zero cartridge
Yeah.
prototype.
And people were saying, your mom was telling us about it and how awesome it was.
Yeah.
And there was like a film that kind of like bridges the gap or like explains where Happiest comes from.
Yeah, so I hope, I assume so, that the videos in the film fest are eventually going to be posted online so we could show everybody who missed it, including me. So, what were you saying?
But the film fest is on Twitch archives.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so we can watch that.
I could just do that.
EB Saga 5 isn't, I believe. Though.
No, that was con only.
Crap. So Zeldathon is already a thing, though? It's not a Zeldathon, it's going to be a Zelda.
But it's not Camp Fangamer
Yeah,
Zeldathon.
exactly.
Let me tell you something.
So trying to explain this to everyone, we've been talking about this for months and months. Like, Camp Fangamer, you don't want to miss it. Camp Fangamer, you don't want to miss it.
Mm-hmm.
As I was live tweeting the entire thing, and probably annoyed like a million people.
Whatever.
Like, I was also getting so many replies of like, "Why didn't I go? I wish I had gone.
Yeah,
Why didn't
I know.
you tell me?"
Guys, we've been telling you forever.
Yeah.
It's just really hard to explain.
Yeah, I've been trying to tell everyone everywhere I can, like EarthBound Central, on here.
The Legend of Camp Fangamer. Yes. Look Like Plays named it.
I think that would be great. Yeah, just make it happen, guys.
What were you saying about Legend of
Oh,
Localization?
just like Legends of Localization. So I was talking at the panel where we're giving out samples of the book, and I started as a hobby in '99, and then later, there I am at the. You got a lot of pictures of that, didn't you?
I just got that one.
Oh, really? This one?
Mm-hmm.
Other people got other ones then.
Oh, that was
Okay.
mine. Just mine.
Yeah. What was I talking about? Oh, okay. Then eventually I turned professional translator, and then I went back and did like Legends of Localization some more, and made it its own thing. So it's always been a hobby. It's never been like a money making thing. But with these books coming out now, I was actually able to turn this hobby into like a life changing thing. So I was able to put a down payment on a house that we're going to be getting soon.
Mm-hmm.
So I thank everyone at the panel for like making that happen, make a hobby,
Yeah.
become like an important thing in my life.
So thank you for backing the You're Not Earthbound Kickstarter.
Yeah.
It helped us get a house.
Yes. Well, hopefully, actually tomorrow we have to go do.
We have a home inspection, so we halfway have the house.
Yeah, we want to make sure it's not going to fall down on us
Yeah.
or anything, or there's no sewer rats or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, thanks all for that, everybody, and I look forward to doing more Legends of Localization. I really want to make it an actual like side job of mine. I think that'd be great, and I can put more focus on it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think we're about out of energy. That's all. The end question mark.
Yeah. So with all of this said, we've missed I think we only experienced maybe 20% of it.
Yeah, we missed so much.
Yeah, like
And
there's
we
a
tried
tournament-
to see more.
Yeah, I didn't see this tournament.
I got a picture.
Is that kid in here? Is that kid in here?
No, I got a picture of the tournament, but I wasn't able to stick around.
Yes, I was on multiple panels, and half of them I didn't even know I was going to be on.
This was the Undertale table that
Yeah.
Toby set up, just on the fly. He
There's the pre-order Mother 3 N64 pre-order slip I had. It was in the Merch Museum. Now we're just talking about pictures. And so my fuel for most of the Camp Fangamer was burgers.
Yep.
We would leave the hotel go get burgers and stuff like that. So I ate a lot of Burger King. Yeah, so if you missed any of the other 80%, definitely go check the Twitch archives on Fangamer. I'll prod them or do it myself to get those on YouTube, and I'll cut up into nice, neat stuff. And if you guys had any experiences and stuff that we missed, definitely let me know on Twitter and stuff like that, so I can experience that.
I do have a story.
Okay.
Jenna told me this today. There's a Starman.net member, Kevin Klaus is his real name, but is Dr. the Punisher, I think on
Mm-hmm.
Twitter and stuff. apparently, he lives in what is it? I think in Seattle because he helps with PAX, and he was watching Camp Fangamer Day Beginnings and Day 1, and on stream he was like, "Why am I not just there?" So apparently he called in sick for Sunday and Monday, bought a red-eye plane ticket, and came down and was at Camp Fangamer for Sunday after seeing what was going on Friday and Saturday.
Wow.
And he was
See,
there.
look, you guys are amazing.
Yeah, like I totally had no idea who was there, but yep, that happened.
Yeah. So I think now that the word has gotten out how crazy Fangamer is, I really like that. I was talking about this the other day. Like, there's like all these other like $5 print your own T-shirt sites and stuff like that, and they kind of just do crappy artwork. You can tell Fangamer is on a totally different level. Look at that.
Tooting our own horn here.
No,
but,
I'm not. I don't work for Fangamer.
Yeah, you can say all you want. I'll be quiet.
They give me
here.
money, but I don't work for them. Yeah, I just love that. So I think people have now realized this is a thing, and people already assume, like from day zero, that this is going to be an annual thing, and I don't think that's currently the plan.
Okay, people are like saying Camp Fangamer in 2016. Probably not.
I know, that's why I'm telling them to say that.
Probably not, but definitely Camp Fangamer again sometime.
Yeah.
We don't know when. The thing is, we need to have a really good idea to make it super awesome. It can't be something that we throw together just because another year has come up and we have to do it. We need to make it as awesome as this.
That is a good point, yeah. Although I think Zelda, you can run with that so quickly.
Oh yeah,
There's so much you can do with that.
I might have to be the crazy Jeff Benson behind
Yeah.
the Zelda one.
I think everyone involved would like Zelda, so that's cool.
No, I want to do it.
No, I mean like all these people, like they would make crazy stuff like this.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah. I think
Wait
we
a
might
minute.
have to get a bigger hotel though.
We have someone in here, Dopeboy23. I might sound a little stupid, I'm sorry, but you guys are the guys that translated Mother 3, right? And
Yes.
they posted some emoji.
Yes, I am indeed.
Mato is.
You did some of the work.
I named the cattle snake.
You also kept me alive.
I did.
You forgot to mention that.
Well, because I think it's funnier to just say I'm on this panel because I named the cattle snake.
Oh no, I think the fact that you kept me fed.
Yeah, that's the other part that I contributed to. I helped make sure Mato did not live exclusively on pizza during the
I
translation.
ate so much pizza. I gained so much weight from pizza.
He lived half of it.
I'm
on
still
pizza.
trying to lose it.
Yeah.
Was
Also-
it 8 years later or something?
Also, like, I remember, like, whenever you got stuck with some... I named a couple of enemies,
I
but
think
the
so. I
cattle
remember
snake
what-
is
yeah.
the one I'm most proud of.
Yeah.
And I helped with a bunch of, like, other little odds and ends.
Yeah.
But I didn't do nearly any of the very hard work at all.
You were emotional support.
Yeah, I guess.
There was a photo booth there. We didn't mention that.
Oh my god, there's our Photo Master Wizards right
so
there.
they're kind of like the photo guys. There's actually a photo guy there too.
There was a photo guy cosplayer, and I
Yeah.
think his camera was real.
Yeah. So you could go get your picture taken there, and you can get it printed out right there. But also you can pre-order. Is NK in the chat? She is, right?
NK is or was?
Okay. Is Aquas?
Was, maybe? I don't know if they're still
okay.
there.
Yeah. So you can currently pre-order a photo album, kind of like in EarthBound, where you see all those photos together.
And if you're in there, post the link. You
Yeah.
can't pre-order anymore. Pre-orders are closed, but you
Okay.
can still buy it.
Okay, you can still buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can see that. I got pulled into doing some photos, and I don't like
Okay.
I don't like photos of me, even though there's one right there.
NK is in there, so go ahead and post that link if
Okay,
you
yeah.
and people can buy the photo album.
Sins of Science says I'd pay so much for Camp Pomito CX.
Guys. Oh wait, Anne says no? Wait. So she's checking into her flight. Never mind.
You can buy real rupees at ZeldaCon. At
Oh,
the
she extended the date for pre-orders.
Okay.
Okay. So, do I have that link? I don't know where to get it. So, people want to come for a Camp Pomito CX. It was so... I just want to say that it was extremely strange to be at a place and have so many people know who I am when I am so used to blending into the background and kind of doing my own thing.
I really like that, though. I like the fact that people knew you.
I know, but it was just like, oh my god, I was not expecting this. So if like we had a Camp Pomito CX, I think I would just be dead the whole time.
It wouldn't be anything crazy like this.
No, okay,
I don't
Aqua's
know.
just posted the link there.
Okay, thank you. I don't know what we would do with something like that. It's too early to talk about that. Come back next year, see what happens
Yeah.
next year.
Oh, Libra's in here.
Libra.
The one whose name I can never pronounce. He told me, and I was like, he told me his full name. I was like, oh, I should just read the end. Libra.
Libra,
So that's
yeah.
him. That's the one who did. He was Duster. I
He
got
was
a picture
Duster,
of him.
yeah.
And also he did the food panel. What's your favorite food?
Yeah, yeah. Shoot, what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I feel like the con still isn't over.
It's not over.
We're still talking about it and doing
Yeah.
it.
We had to do this stream tonight, or else we would have forgotten everything.
Yeah.
So now we have it recorded for posterity.
This whole week is gonna be really hectic, so we had to do it tonight anyway. And I don't want to mess with the EarthBound Central.
Oh,
live
by the
schedule.
way, that link that was posted, those are professional photos, not any of this stuff that you've seen
Yeah.
going. These are amateur photos we're showing right here. The photos link posted there are professional by NK and Aquas. They're very good photographers. Buy it, support a good Starman.net peoples, and it's Can't Fangamer, man. I'm out of breath.
Yeah, I have so much to say, but I can't remember anymore. Let's just have a silence.
Okay. We need the Stoic Club music.
Yeah, so there was a Stoic Club room.
Yeah. By the way.
That we forgot to talk about.
Well, like,
we
I showed the
mentioned it, but
picture, yeah.
and it had like a rock. Jeff Benson made like a thing out of cement that looks kind of like that rock.
Mm-hmm.
And you're supposed to go in there, and there's instructions on how to meditate properly.
That was for the scavenger hunt, but
Okay.
the Stoic Club was really just like a quiet room
Yeah.
because we know that conventions are so hectic
Yeah.
that sometimes people might just want to go escape somewhere.
Yeah.
So that's what the Stoic Club was for. Just all quiet. There was some water, bunch of big, comfy, cushy couch chairs, and I think John fell asleep there for a while. A couple people fell asleep in there, so it was really great.
What else? Are we missing anything before we end?
There was a Monty Monty cosplayer right there.
Yeah,
He
there
doesn't
was-
have his horns on, but
So there was a lot
yeah.
of awesome cosplays. You can see the Flying Man.
The Flying Man, that's Tom Bob Linder.
He was just walking around the whole hotel just normal like that.
Oh, there's the ceiling part. You
yeah,
see
you
that
can see
one?
you can see
It's
the ceiling
missing.
fell out on the D0. So apparently, we didn't talk about this part. During one of the Pokey skits, the general manager of the Hilton Hotel, he actually played a part in it, and he went up there to go take like
That's
a trophy.
right, guys. Okay. Did you guys watch the Minch Awards or whatever, the Spendies or the
Yeah,
Spend?
Spend.
Okay, the first guy that received the first award, and he's like, "I would like to thank me."
Yes, and he
it's
flipped
all about me.
And he flipped open the list, and it was just said me on it.
Me. That was the general manager for the Hilton Hotel.
Yeah.
We got him in on our ARG.
Yeah, he wanted to be in it, didn't he?
So, yes. So basically, why did the Hilton let us do all of that? Well,
Yeah.
they liked it. They thought it was really cool.
And the crazy, I guess, Swedish guy, that was Jeff Benson's dad, who's like, I considered him the #1 EarthBound fan.
Yeah, that Swedish guy that got up with that fake Swedish accent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That accent kept changing, though.
Yeah, that was Jeff Vince's dad.
So is that you?
Is that
should-
Princess Noodle Lips?
Yeah.
I only
I
saw
think
Little
so.
Miss Marshmallow, and I was like, that's
I think
him.
I'm shoot, at this point, I can't remember. Everything blurs together.
There's probably so much we're forgetting to say, but
Let me see.
all right. Mado scrolling through his pictures on Twitter there. That auction went so long, but I did not want to leave. Like, I was starving. I hadn't eaten since
Yeah.
2. Whatever.
So at the end of the bash, they brought out a pokey pinata.
Oh yeah.
And everyone was like, yeah, let's smash it. And so they smash it open, and what comes out is empty candy wrappers.
Yep.
I thought that was the perfect idea.
Yep.
No, you guys did really great with that.
So the Paula in that picture was not Princess Noodle Limbs.
Okay.
There's Rue's Earthbound.
Yeah, that's
Zero.
Rue's EarthBound, yeah.
So you can see the insides of
I
his.
feel really bad because Rue wasn't able to make it. Like, he was doing so many panels, and then he had to leave early. So he missed most
He
of
missed
this.
the final battle. Yeah.
Yeah, he missed most of everything.
I feel bad.
Drew Eyes was there.
Drew Eyes was there. Shoot. Did I even get a picture of him? Crap.
Man.
Drew Eyes.
We
He
keep
worked on
remembering
Sweet
things.
33.
Remember this?
No? What
Yeah.
is that?
You
This
know,
is
this-
eb.sermon.net?
Yeah. Let me,
You gotta explain to me what that is because so much went on. I think,
Alright.
did Kevin Chai make this?
I don't think he made it, but he might have announced it.
Kevin Chai will correct us if we're probably wrong.
Alright, so I gotta bring this up. People were asking if I would talk about this on the stream, so let's do it.
Okay, what is this? Please explain.
Yeah, let me turn off this though. Alright. So I don't know too much about this myself, but I do know they were working on it, and I thought they had abandoned the idea. But at the end of last night, they announced this.
The link was posted right there.
Yeah, okay. Let me just do it again. No, not that one. Okay, so just go to that link there. This is eb.starman.net. And there you can share what EarthBound means to you. And you can just do it just for that, because there was so much like just love and emotion during that people just wanted to be able to share that in like a text form. But there's also another reason for it, and I forgot that this was the reason. Like, we want to get the word out in hopes that Nintendo will consider releasing EarthBound sequel Mother 3 in English. I think they were going to do some kind of petition thing, and then they were like, let's not do a petition.
That's it.
Let's do like how
That's what
how
happened.
important
Okay.
how important these games are.
So, like, as the ARG was being planned and fleshed out, we were going to start up another Mother 3 petition.
Yeah.
And that was going to be part of the ARG. But I guess it turned into this.
Yeah, I
this
think-
is eb.starman.net.
So if you haven't seen it on any of the other major sites, like like Destructoid and all those game sites like that, definitely give it to them. This is something that's important, and it's kind of like a new. Earthbound fans have grown up since the old Siege days, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So this is more of a heartfelt way to get the word out on this. So if you could share this and stuff like that, share it and put your own story in there. Read other people's stories.
Yeah, I need to think about that, because
For
what
me, it would
what
be a-
can I even say? It's going to be the longest post.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be a novel for me.
I'm gonna okay. This is gonna be the challenge to myself. Like, the reason I like Twitter is because I have to be brief, and brevity is something that I really need to work on. So maybe this could be a challenge to myself.
Okay.
Try to do it in 100 words or less, and still put all that same meaning into it. I got to channel my inner Toy, see if I can do it.
For me, it's one of those things that I can't express in words, though, so it's really tough for me.
It's a challenge.
'Cause basically, it's just my life. That's the end.
EarthBound is my life, but like, if you post that,
It doesn't mean anything.
no.
Yeah. That's kind of neat art. I wonder who did that art there. So yes, so go to thisiseb.starman.net. It's good to see Starman.net actual site stuff doing like new projects like that. It's not like Fangamer.com.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's Starman.net.
I'm glad it's come back around to Starman.
Yeah.
Well, this song.
Yeah.
I think it's time.
Yeah. I think it's getting close. Getting close. How can we drag this out a little bit?
To the end of the song?
Oh, it's gonna be a while, I guess. All right, so like I've mentioned, and Poe has mentioned, there's no plans. No plans currently
No current plans.
for any more Fangamers. So I know a lot of people are probably gonna be really bummed to hear that. A lot of people kind of assume that it's gonna be an annual thing, just because conventions usually are. But Fangamer is different in that regard, so it might not happen. But I'm really hoping. Like the whole convention, I've been telling people to push Reed and to push Fangamer, because they'll do it if they think it's going to be fun enough and unique enough, I think.
I'm sure we absolutely want to do another one. It just comes down to what is the next theme, because we need to make it awesome. Like, I don't know if we can ever top ourselves with the
Yeah.
Earthbound.
No,
convention.
Earthbound's never going to be done better than this. I don't
But
think.
we can do like maybe just as good with something
with
else.
something else. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I think Zelda would be great, and you could have like a cool, like a Ganondorf battle where you like flick things back and forth.
Oh my God, the lightning ball battle.
Yes.
Will we play Ocarina of Time? You know what? If let me say
All of
this.
them.
Wait a minute. Let me say this. If Camp Fangamer put on a Zelda convention, it's gonna be Majora's Mask. I know we're all gonna vote for that.
Oh no, I think it'll be multiple ones because.
But the game that we play.
Yeah, I mean, there might be multiple games. I should mention that after they finished Earthbound, they played Earthbound Beginnings for a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. Because like almost all of us, our favorite Zelda game is Majora's Mask.
So, if you would like a future Camp Fangamer, did they play Ashley?
They did. They played the twins, the Mary Kate and Ashley, when
Yeah.
Pokey took over. That happened for a while.
I have to watch
I had to
the
run in
stream.
there and get that picture.
Yeah, there's a PK Hack panel there. So as I was saying, if you would like one in the future,
Wait. Andorina says make the Majora's Mask convention 3 days.
oh,
Oh my god.
oh, that's great.
Or
See,
a couple people said
you
that,
already
but just
have
we
this
wins.
going. Yeah, you already have.
Damn. All right. When we do the Camp Fangamer wrap-up meeting, I'm gonna suggest it. 3-day Majora's Mask convention.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And then the moon's gonna crash at the end.
Oh my god! Can you imagine?
No,
we
but then
make a moon.
But
We
then
would-
these big giant things pop up to hold.
the whole audience would hold up the moon.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
That'd
Let's
be
make
crazy.
it happen. Camp Fangamer 2016.
Yeah, so that's what
Hashtag-
I'm saying. Yeah, bug. Oh, so there's Pokebean rolling around and stuff.
Yeah.
or that's where he's rolling off of it.
Yeah.
So when you buy Fangamer merchandise, let them know in the notes you would like a Fangamer 2016, and say what kind you would like. If you would like a Zelda one,
Yeah, let us know which game for sure.
if you would like a Yonoid one, that's a great one too.
Yonoid?
And let them know on Twitter every so often. Like, you can tell them now, but if you just keep reminding them over the months,
I want to say that before we started streaming, or like just as we started streaming, Alex Pritt said, "I don't care what the next Camp Fangamer is, even if it's for a game I hate, I'm
Yeah.
going because
I think it's the people.
the people and also the spectacle.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine the whole audience holding up the moon?
I think that'd be great. Yeah.
We're doing it. I want to make that happen somehow.
And then maybe like a Pole's voice will come in, and everyone has to like
Yell in his
like,
ears?
Yeah, or blow a whistle or something. I
Oh
don't
my
know.
god! Oh, that's gonna be deafening.
No, not that one. Then. I don't know. There's all kinds of ideas that we're already coming up with. There's like cracks in the wall, and like fake walls, and you have to
Oh.
like you can go through them or something.
Don't start hitting the walls in the Hilton. Though.
Please do. So yes, buy Fangamer merchandise. Let them know in the comments. If you let them know in the comments that you're a Pomado CX fan, we'll throw in some extras too. Let them know on the Twitters. Let them know on Facebooks. Let them know just if you see them at a convention in PAX or something like that. Let them know.
Let me also post this link again. Hang on a minute. Go ahead, keep talking.
And so many people, like multiple people, have told me at this Camp Fangamer, they want another one. Like in day 0, they already wanted another one, and they said, just if this is too expensive, if it's too expensive to do, just do a crowdfunding. I will pay so much just to do this. And like multiple people told me that, so I think funding is an issue. That's the way to do it.
Okay, so once again, I'm going to plug Brick Road's Dungeon Man shirt. This is the commemorative souvenir shirt of Camp Fangamer. It was available at the convention, and it is also available online because we know a lot of people told us that they wanted to come, but they couldn't. So here it is. You can buy this shirt if you watch the stream. Even if you didn't, it's a great shirt, and 100% of the profits go to Speaker Silence charity, which we raised $39,000 for, and the sales from this shirt are going to push it over $40,000.
That's good.
All right.
Should we crowdfund our house?
No,
Darn.
we're okay.
Okay.
Let's put it to either charity or making good fun stuff for other people.
All right.
Not for personal gain.
I'll do loans with a bank.
Don't do it for personal gain.
All right, so it's getting a little late here. Do you think we should wind it down?
Let's wind it down so that
You look disapproving anyway.
No,
so.
I'm trying to be sultry.
Oh, I see.
Because Jessica drew a caricature
Okay.
of me, so I'm being sultry.
Okay. And a lot of the artists in Pomado CX, it'd be cool to see them there and drawing stuff.
Is there a dungeonman.com? What? Wait a second.
Yeah, somebody made that. Yeah.
Let me
I was
see.
going to post that on our normal EarthBound Central Live.
Holy crap, that's
And
cute.
that's all it does, and there's the music to it.
Oh, okay, I have my computer muted.
Yeah. All right. So I'm sure we've missed so many things. Just go to the Twitch archives. Even if you go to the Twitch archives, you're going to miss all the panels. I don't think the panels got...
Some of the panels got filmed. I believe people were asking about the gender and sexuality in the Mother
I'm curious
series.
about that
I
one.
think that one did get filmed.
Yeah.
Somebody said they filmed it and it's going to be posted.
All right. So here we go.
Oh my gosh.
It
Maybe-
feels like we just did another convention.
Maybe the convention's over tonight, maybe?
It's over now. I'm
Okay.
gonna stop.
Super over.
It's
Back
never-
to the real world.
It's never happened. Normal Pomado CX is gonna happen from now on, but we got so many things going on in our life right now.
We are very busy this week. We might not stream this week. We're going to try if we can.
Yeah. So I forgot to mention that so many people came up to me and were like, "I love your Yokai Watch stream." I was really surprised. I didn't know that many people watched this because when we stream, that's usually like 30 people are in there at a time.
Mm-hmm.
When we'll stream EarthBound, it's like 100 people. So many people didn't say, "I love your EarthBound streams." They said, "Oh, I love your Yokai Watch."
Yeah.
They
Yokai
didn't say
Watch.
T edition.
Yeah,
they said
it was
Yokai
like,
Watch.
yo, let's talk about Yokai Watch. But then it was like, oh, I gotta do a panel. I don't want to do any panels next time. Dang.
I didn't mind it. It was nice to be there, but and any future ones, because I'm not like a Zelda translator or anything, so I'll be able to hide a little bit more maybe.
Like, that's the thing, though. I want to...
Oh wait, I did the Legends of Localization. Never mind.
If you commit to panels, though, you can't see everything. Dang
Yeah.
it.
Please follow us on your camp. On your camp.
You can't
Bail.
bail.
If you need bail, but you're stuck in camp, come to Pomado CX. We got what you need.
Oh.
Thanks for following Lee Forums. Did I say your name right?
Lee
I'm sorry.
Forums?
Yeah. You got 21 tomato points. Congratulations. If you need bail and you're stuck in camp, or if you're in jail and you want to get out and go to camp, come to call it Pomado CX.
Yes, call us and we will bail you out.
All right.
Not a true promise.
Yes. Okay, you ready?
Oh wait, Balthazar said, "Follow us on your bail. We'll bond together over friendship."
Oh, thanks for following Princess Noodle Limbs. I'm glad to have you joining the Pomado CX group. I really enjoyed your cosplay there.
So Lee Forum says it's kind of a funny name to say. A bot generated it years ago. Nice.
Oh.
Well, we're gonna wrap this up. We need to go to bed. We actually haven't been grocery shopping for 2 weeks or something. We have to do laundry and return to the real world. So here we go. Real credits. Episode hashtag Camp Fangamer 2016.
Yeah, so I know this was such an unusual stream. Can you guys tell me, are we still like under EarthBound, or did they move us to like gaming talk shows or something? People were probably coming in. Oh, I love that part of our talk. There's probably gonna be a lot of those actually. I don't know. I lost all my words, but it feels like we're having another. This is like the post convention.
This
so,
is post-convention.
So thanks for coming by to this convention, everybody. This is where you got to hear a lot of our vaccine information.
Yeah, I super love giving people behind the scenes info, whether it's for Fangamer, Camp Fangamer, Kickstarters that we do. As long as I'm not under an NDA agreement, I will tell everybody everything.
Yeah, I kind of don't like to hold back information if there's no good reason to. I don't like to lie either. So I'm sort of in the same mode there. Actually, these pictures are turned out pretty good now that I look at it. So if you guys were all here, if everyone in this chat, I'll give you 15 tomato points for being here for this secret convention. This was very unscheduled convention. This was the final panel.
This convention tonight.
This was the final
the
panel
Pomado
of the convention.
CX.
It wasn't actually over.
Yeah, this is it. The final panel.
I was actually P Corp all along. Well, that's right. At my Mother 3 panel, I forgot. Well, we're just talking randomly now, but here at this panel, I had Dan read the email that we got, possibly from a localization guy who tried to shut down our translation patch days before we released it. I'm slurring my speech because I don't have water. So everyone, ZeldaCon maybe, Chrono Trigger Con. Let me know. Let me know on Twitter.
I want the Majora's Mask Con, and then we can all hold up the moon. Come on.
So thank you all, 141 people, for coming by and just watching a slideshow with us. That's gotta be like the most boring thing for most people, but you guys are awesome.
Yep.
So thank you for that.
Thank you for enjoying our slides.
Yes. So until next time, everybody.
See you next game.
I would like. Well, we got some of those sherbet things.
We got some ice cream for our throats. Ooh, that would be super nice. Dan, eat some ice cream.
He probably lives in ice cream right now.
Eat ice cream.